all that's set up. All right. Hello, everybody. Can I get a herd from chat? Can I get a herd from chat? Making sure that my audio is coming in loud and clear. That's why I do these so early before the actual Warriors Den, so that I can do like audio checks and make sure that there are no problems with everything going on. So let's get an audio check in chat. Lark is not here to help me with that. Lark is not here today. He is at work. And I took the day off specifically so that I could do this. Yes, it's coming in now. Everyone in chat has let me know that we are here. Habla no español. Muy triste. Anyway, I don't speak much Spanish at all. Awesome. Excellent. So glad that everyone's here. All right. So, welcome one and all to this live reaction to the announcement, the Warriors Den, for Honor Year 6, Season 3. My goodness. It feels like it's just flown by, guys. It really does. It really feels like everything has just flown by. So I am very excited to see what's coming. I'm very excited to see what's happening. For those of you who have not seen my reaction to the trailer, I did do a reaction to their kind of teaser trailer, and I talked about what I saw in it and what I expect. So for those of you who haven't seen it, you can go check it out now if you like, or I can tell you very briefly what I think right now. I think it's going to be heavily yokai themed, like Japanese yokai themed, because, you know, the spooky season. And I also think we're going to be getting some kind of spider theme, because I think they're leaning towards a spider kind of thing. That's my thought. Anyway, so before we get started, let's take a look at some of these chat messages coming in. Hey, Raven, you realize the new season is tomorrow, considering the Battle Pass ends in one day? Maybe, but I still argue that Thursday is going to be the day, right? My second stream with you. Nice to have you. I just woke up. How convenient that the stream is up. Glad you're here, Just a Weeb. My job kicked me out because high labor, even though it's a slow day. I'm sorry. Mal, hey, Mal, how's it going? Hey, Raven, you realize the news? I saw that. To be honest, me personally, I always feel like the seasons last for like 7 months, even though it's just 4. Isn't it weird? Spider Kensei, I'm hoping. Now, people are telling me that it's not going to be Kensei who gets the elite outfit. It's going to be Orochi, because Orochi was the character featured in the trailer. But I don't know. You'd think that they would have shown more of that, but I don't know. Hey, Raven, have you seen the new Assassin's Creed stuff? Yes, I have seen the new stuff for Assassin's Creed, and I'll be real honest, I don't care all that much. I really don't care. Assassin's Creed has lost a lot of the flavor for it that I used to love, so I can't say I'm excited for what they've announced with Assassin's Creed. I can't say I'm too excited about that. At school right now, still getting work done. Hey, if anybody here is in school or in work right now, I don't want y'all to get in trouble because of me. You can always watch this later, but I do appreciate you coming in all the same. Raven, what do you think Kensei's elite will be? I don't know. I'm hoping it's going to be like spider-themed. Hito was also in the trailer. Yeah, Hitakiri was in the trailer. Orochi was in the trailer. Nobushi was in the trailer. I don't know. Hey, Raven, do you think Warden needs more realistic moves? If I were making an argument for realistic moves, I think all of them could use more realistic moves. I feel bad for Warlord. Warlord's moves are laughable. They are so over the top. Hey, Raven, would you rather have a Lord of the Rings event or a Warhammer 40k event or an Alien vs. Predator event? Lord of the Rings would make more sense, but I'd love a Warhammer 40k event, because then we could finally have For Honor and Glory introduced into the game. I'm just glad they're finally going to have a Japanese Assassin's Creed. Oh, Just a Weeb, I feel so sorry for you. I don't think that's a full actual game. I think it's just a bunch of mini games wrapped up in one big title. So I don't think you're going to get what you think you're going to get, because the last time they did something like that, we got Assassin's Creed Chronicles, which were all 2D side-scroller games, which I've said my piece about. The hero skin is going to be Orochi because he's in the trailer. Me, Hito is in the trailer. True enough. Okay, anyway, so before we go into things, let's go ahead and hop over to Google Chrome so that I have this up. We're going to minimize the screen here, and I'm going to pull up chat so that way I can see y'all better. Excellent, excellent. Perfect. All right, so we're going to increase... Oh, my fault. We're going to increase this. There we go. I'm going to slide this over. Good. And we're going to... Come on, there we go. Increase that. Perfect. I think we're looking good. All right, so now we're all set up. Hey guys, everyone's asking how I'm doing. I'm doing okay. since we're here early, I might as well tell you, things have been kind of tricky, guys. I've been having a bit of a rough time lately. A lot of stuff has been falling out of the way for me. Connections with a few friends have been lost. Work has been very demanding. And concerns about where I'm going with work is also a little bit concerning. Like, I've got a few opportunities knocking, but which opportunity I choose to follow is the real question. That's what really stinks. So that is something that I'm having to deal with. But you know what? We'll get there. We'll figure it all out. Hey Raven, do you think Tiandi will get his hero skin? Not this season. I don't think it'll happen this season. Maybe season 4. Any ideas for the new hero? I'm thinking something Aztec related. Raven, your spider, Peacekeeper, Queen got the dagger. We can't escape her web now. You're correct. How do you feel about the trailer on First Thoughts? I did a whole video on that. You can check out the video. I released it. My thoughts on the Demon Dagger reveal. I hope we get Shutendoji, Tamamo no Mai, and Emperor Shutoku style armor. I mean, it'd be cool, but I think we're putting too much faith in their ability to stay historically and culturally accurate. Hey Raven, have you seen Static Shock? If so, what's your favorite episode? I have seen it. I don't remember all the episode names. Sorry to hear that. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hey Raven, do you think that Ramiel event we had is somehow based on St. George and the Dragon? I think that's where they got the idea. They could take inspiration from Neo. You're right, Dick Wraith. Will you do a hero skin tier list with year 6 ends? Maybe. I'll need to think about that. I'm not the best fashion guru out there. That'd probably be more Hannah's thing. Okay, guys, listen. The new hero skin is not going to be samurai looking. The new hero skin is going to be the Grudge. That'd be awesome, actually. I'd love a hero skin that's the Grudge. Raven, say my name. Okay, my name. That was easy. Hey, Raven, it's my birthday today. I just turned 20. Well, happy birthday, Labaj. That's awesome. Do you think we will get a new map in this season? Doubtful. I mean, they would have featured it if we were, but hey, I've been surprised before. Hey, Raven, I don't know so much Japanese culture. What do you think the new skin will be? Like I said, I think it's going to be spider-themed somehow. Possibly Yorogumo or Tsuchigumo, which would be really cool. I think the next hero will be another samurai, but an outlander. I don't see that happening. I think it's going to be another very foreign hero, like an Aztec warrior. That's my prediction. What was your favorite theme for a season and For Honor? Oh, I don't even know. There's so many good. I really did like the Ramiel season. I really loved the fantasy-esque look to it. I really like that. I hope you're doing well. We're with you. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Hey, Raven, what do you think the Wu Lin season will be? Man, I don't even know, guys. I mean, the last season we had was all Egyptian themed, so I don't even know if we'll get a Wu Lin theme. I posted Gordon Ramsay in a maid dress in the server. I don't know why you'd announce that, my friend, but, you know. When's Chainsaw Man coming out? When the Lord allows it. Anyway, I'm going to be so upset if Kensei does not get the hero skin. They kept it with all the Vanguards. They don't need to change it up. I agree with that. Hey, Raven, you had a prediction about the hero skin. Any detailed descriptions on your idea? Nah, I don't have any idea. Like, I seriously have no guesses right now. If the Grudge came to For Honor, I'd be petrified because I'll accept any horror figure but that. Her damn face traumatized me as a kid. The Grudge was legitimately scary to me when I watched it. I was very young when I saw it. I think it was in high school when I first saw it. Oh, man, that actually scared me. Are you alright getting new map rather than a new hero, Raven? I'll be real honest, Kevin. Yes. At this point, I like... Look, here's the thing. I don't mind new heroes. Adding new heroes doesn't bother me. But I feel like it's time to start branching out the world and adding new maps. I'd like to see more maps added. I'm betting the next hero is going to be Mongolian. I don't believe so. I just don't see that. Only because... I'll tell you my reasons why. Number one, Griffin kind of came in with kind of a Mongolian look. So they're going to need to get real creative with how they do the armor to make it unique. And two, did y'all notice that the new armor set that Pirate got at the beginning of this season, that she had a Jaguar or Leopard style helm? I think that's a tie-in to Jaguar warriors from the Aztec world. So that's my prediction. Who else is anyone else doing a live reaction to this? I think Slanderous is. Yeah, Slanderous is. I saw his title. That's right. Slanderous is doing his. I don't like it. I don't like his title. It's very pessimistic. Why is it? This is a genuine question I've been asking myself for a while. Am I the only For Honor content creator that's still very optimistic about the game? Like, I know that some people are kind of neutral about it, like Marco Yolo and all that, and King Angelus and folks like that. They keep a upbeat mindset. I'm the one who still praises the game. A lot of people, I feel like, get very negative and pessimistic to the game, and that's very hard. It's very hard to deal with sometimes, because it's kind of like, I want people, I want this game to stay alive as long as it can. I want to see more things come to this game, but every content creator that I used to respect is kind of going, "Nah, game's bad," and I'm like, really? Come on. I want to see more. I want to see more positivity to this game. Like I think Slander's title was who's getting a neutral bash now, and he has like a very bummed expression on the thumbnail, and I'm kind of like, okay. It's like, I don't know what the big deal is. Anyway, I'm ready to either feel the most hype in my life or feel hatred to the dev team. Yeah, there is no in between. Hey Raven, I think an Aztec warrior would have to date Shaman as an initiation to the game. Maybe. Hey Raven, do you think an unarmed or barefisted hero might work as a new hero? I mean, it could, but I don't know how that would work practically. Raven, I believe that all of us in chat and you are among the only people that are positive about For Honor. I think you're partially right, Labaj. I think that a lot of people in chat are positive, but there are a few here who just want to rage at it. No, legit, there have been moments where I've done a stream, like usually just a regular For Honor stream, and someone has come in to tell me that I'm wrong about For Honor and that it's actually bad. So, it is really frustrating. The fans should take more keys from you. They are supposedly fans of For Honor, so why do they hate the game so much? All it does is trash and all the work the devs do. That's very true, like Jilly. If I said that wrong, I apologize. Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like if we want to see this game get better, negativity doesn't help anything. A lot of people like to say, oh, well, if we don't point out the problems, then they'll never make any changes. Well, yes, that's true. You do need to point out the problems, but there's a constructive way to do it and a destructive way to do it. And a destructive way to do it is to just point at the game and say, game dead, this bad, this stupid. It comes to the point where if I was a developer and that's all I heard every day, I'd just go, okay, well, I'm not working on this game anymore. I'm moving on to other projects. And then once the game loses all of its developers and no one wants to work on it anywhere and it actually does die, a lot of those same people are going to say, wait, what happened? Why didn't they change anything? Well, you told them in no uncertain terms you weren't happy with what they were doing, so you left, you know? Like, you took one look at the game, said, I don't like this, told the developer so, and the developer said, okay, well, we won't work on it anymore. Wait, I was joking. JK, man. I hated that as a teacher, by the way. I hated that as a teacher. I hated that. Anytime I called out a student who was acting up, oh, JK, just joking. I'm like, no, you weren't. You knew what you were doing. You weren't joking. You're trying to get out of the fact that you got caught. That's another one, too. This happened just a few days ago. So I was subbing for a class, right? And I had told the class, don't get up and wander around the room. You have work. Sit at your desk. Do your work. And literally, 5 seconds after I give that instruction, one of them gets up, walks to the back of the room, because there's a sink in the back of the room to wash his hands, and I just stare at him like, what do you think you're doing? And then he sees me staring, and then goes, oh, my bad. And I go, yeah, I agree with you. You were bad. Why'd you do that? It's just like, why do you want to be brain dead? Why do you want... And that's the same thing, and it's kind of the same thing with For Honor, you know? It's like, when people start acting up with For Honor and start saying, oh, well, we don't like this game is dead, this game is terrible, and then the game goes away, how are you going to patch it up with, my bad? You know, that's kind of my question. Oh, and if you guys hear any noise in the background, that's because outside the apartment, they're doing some hedge work, so you might hear the sound of a mower running. I'll try to cut that out as much as possible, but nothing I can do about that. Hey, in the lore, it was explained that the Black Priors had something to do with going into the Myre to do something, and well, in the trailer, only fools don't fear the dark, since Black Prior arises from the dark. Yeah, I do think Black Priors are involved some way. Not even 5 seconds. No, the kid wanted to cause a scene, Anthony. The kid wanted to cause a scene. Hey, Raven, what age group do you teach? Well, as a substitute teacher, I teach multiple ages, but I am certified to teach high school and middle school. Oh, I got $2 from Reddith137. Who would you buff or nerf if you could? Okay, I want a rework for Nusha. I want a dodge attack for Warden. I want a slight nerf to Highlander, and don't get me wrong, I like Highlander, but my problem with Highlander is his light attack just counters everything, guys. Legitimately, his light attack counters everything. Not only does it have hyper armor, but it's faster than most other moves in the game, and it opens you up for that heavy that is so ill-timed that it's hard to counter. So, true story, most people who play Highlander can just turn off their brains and go, light, light, heavy, light, light, heavy, and then win. Like, it drives me crazy. So those would be the ones that I change. Hello, I'm going to take a nap and listen to the podcast. Good night. Hate the teasing part before we see content. Oh. Okay. I did the same thing as a kid, but with other kids to try and fit in, and when I said something that was crazy or awkward, I would say my bad. As a teacher, it drives me crazy. I mean, I know that the kids, they go and do things, but anyway. I actually like the current direction. Maybe it isn't in the best spot currently, but I think the devs have been slowly working their way to a pretty fun and competitive experience. Let me put it this way, guys. If this game was dead, there wouldn't even be videos like this. Like these reactions to their live streams, okay? There wouldn't be videos like this. Despite what some people say, people still want to see where this game goes. And if people are still interested in where this game goes, it ain't dead. So, that's my thought on that. What's your thoughts on the Aztec hero having an obsidian club and they add a new concept that when they hit with a heavy, it's like Yorms where it moves you and they specialize in moving the battle? That'd be interesting. I feel like Shugoki kind of already has that, though. Shugoki's whole thing is that he whacks you with his club, and then his shove attacks can kind of move you around the battlefield. So that feels kind of like what Shugoki already has. But, I mean, I don't think it's a bad concept if you can find some creative way to do it that's not just repeating Shugoki. But I think that's a cool idea, Pyapa Chase. I'm going to say that wrong. Vlad the Impaler says, can you make a cooking stream, call it Raven Chef? Yeah, I don't know. I would need someone to film me cooking. $5 from Elmo on Speed. How do you feel about the new hero being a modern-day Marine with an M16? That would be jumping the shark a bit too much. Look, I was willing to let Pirate slide. Don't bring me an M16 hero, but thank you for the $5. I appreciate it. What subject do you teach? And if it's a bunch, what's your favorite to teach? I teach English and history. My favorite, believe it or not, my favorite is English. Not because I dislike history. I love history. But English was fun for me to teach because, to me, English is the most important thing you can teach. You know, English is the most important thing you can learn. I don't mean that in terms of, you know, English is the best language. I mean that in terms of, if you want to learn anything, you need to know how to read and write. You know, if you want to learn things, you need to know how to read and write. My Uncle Bill used to have a saying. My Uncle Bill used to say this. He used to say, reading is good, understanding is better. And unless you have a comprehensive understanding of the English language and how to read and write, you can't understand much. You need to know how to read so that then you can understand what you're reading and therefore grow in knowledge. It's hard for you to learn history if you don't know how to read history textbooks or read history articles or read Sanskrit, you know? It's hard for you to understand science if you don't know how to read the science books or how to read formula. It's hard for you to understand math if you don't know how to read math equations, you know? Reading is kind of at the root of all of that. Reading and writing are kind of at the root of all of that. So in order for you to even understand the rest of the subjects, you need to start with reading and writing. So I think reading and writing is one of the most important subjects you can have. And yeah, I know, oh, but I hate that subject. I understand that. Lots of people hate reading and writing because reading and writing is difficult. You're learning a language and that's not easy. But if you want to excel in other subjects, if you want to excel in life, you will need at least a rudimentary understanding of reading and writing. But yeah, that's my stance there. No offense, Raven, but Highlander Lightstone only works in low level. Anyone with decent reaction times or reads can turn an Highlander inside out if they do his defensive stance attacks. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? You said low level. Anyone with decent reaction times. You're talking about the minority, because a lot of people who play casual for honor don't have those. So, there is that. What do you think about Holden getting his own Netflix series or some type of... Nope. As soon as you said Netflix and Holden, I said nope. I was a terrible student in middle school. I just did not care about learning. My English teacher was the only one who actually made a difference. I recently got to thank her for everything. Felt good. Oh, yeah. And sometimes you're going to meet those teachers. You know, guys, if you ever have that teacher that you think back on and go, oh, gosh, she or he was just terrible. I hated her. They might have been the best teacher you ever had because they really were trying. Let's see. You know what I want? I want Law Daddy, Want Your Mommy, and News to Rework and Revenge fixed. Okay, that's fair. Even though Shugoki people say is OP, I just like the concept of Shugoki. He's just like an Oni, though fat, but he's human. Him being a strong character fits his concept. They're guardians after all. I like everything about Shugoki, but his fatness. I want that. I want him to be big, but I want him to be built, you know? I don't want this obese heavyweight running around. It's fine when I see him run. I expect him to go like, when he's done, you know? Anyway. Hey, Raven, what do you think of an ancient Filipino warrior? Maharlika? That'd be kind of neat. Let's see. All my favorite teachers have been mainly English. You might have a future in that. Have you ever heard of the sci-fi show, The Expanse? Nope. Casual For Honor players. I wish there were more of us. I'm a Casual For Honor player. I am not competitive by any means. Maybe that's why I can be more positive. Hey, Raven, which theme you think the hero skin will follow? Another cursed hero, something more paladin-like but samurai? Cursed hero. I'm thinking we're going down a cursed look. You know, Raven, I still laugh every time Slenderous does a video about For Honor. He keeps saying game bad, but he keeps doing vids about it. That's what we call being in denial, boys. Here's the thing. Yes, you can keep pointing at the game and calling it bad, but if you're making content for it, it's still alive. If you want the game to die, stop making content for it. That's the best way to do it. Okay, so, my mom is an English teacher. Hey, respect to your mom. I always felt limited in terms of what I wanted to write in high school because they wanted me to include a bunch of certain things that would just sound weird when you read it. Yeah, okay, so I'll explain that, guys. That's actually a good point. So one of the things that you need to remember about teaching is that you have teaching standards. Teachers are required to apply standards. So they can't just say, for this lesson, we're going to teach you how to write a prose narrative. No. They say, for this lesson, we need you to know how to understand how to write a prose narrative, how to space out paragraphs, how to apply a theme, how to apply descriptive adjectives, that kind of thing. They're going to ask for specific things because that's the standard we teachers are required to teach to. And if you don't meet those standards, we teachers get in trouble. So that's why they do that. Slenderous seems burnt out with For Honor. Hey, some people get that way. That's why I don't play For Honor every day. I sometimes need a break, you know. I need to say, okay, I've played For Honor a lot. I need a few days off from it, and then I'll come back to it when I feel fresh. Like Lark almost never plays. He will take months off from the game until something new comes out. And that's because, and I've asked him, do you not like For Honor? He goes, no, I like it, but I need breaks. Because otherwise it'll get burnt out for me. Hey, Raven, how hard is it for an Outlander to learn Portuguese? For an outsider to learn Portuguese? I have heard it said that if you learn Spanish, you've got the fundamentals down for Portuguese, but you still have a ways to go. But I haven't learned much Portuguese, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. I hope they get more years ahead of them. There are no other games that can compare to For Honor for me. Agreed. That's why I think this game stays alive. There's no other game that can compare. What are your thoughts on Tiandi? I love Tiandi. My favorite subject was history. I'm still friends with my high school history teacher 2 years later. I'm still friends with my literature professors even today. It's awesome, man. Raven, what subject do you dislike the most? I've never been good at math. In fact, I had one math class. It was calculus. No, it wasn't calculus. It was, what was it? Oh, I've got a, hey Raven, I'd suggest grading 2 hybrids in one video. There's not a lot of executions. We'll see. But I think the grade that I was worst at was statistics. I was horrible at statistics. Hey Raven, sorry if I answered already. Do you believe we have any chance of the OG factions getting new heroes in year 7, or do you think it's just Highlanders here on out? Great question. Do I think that we're ever going to see new heroes for the OG factions? I would like to think so. I don't think that they just abandon the old factions just for Outlanders, but I do think that Outlanders buys them time. I think that what they're doing right now is they're doing the Outlanders because they want to stretch out and have some easy weapons and armors to apply while they think of new ideas for the original factions. So I don't think they're done necessarily. I'd like to see some more heroes for the Wulin, and I'd like to see at least one more for the Vikings. So yeah, and I'd like them to take Holden Cross and move him over to Outlanders, because let's be honest, he's no knight. So there is that. That's fair and understandable. I personally hated symbolism in my English class because it was so vague, especially with the Great Gad. Oh, with the Great Gatsby? Oh, trust me, dude. Wait till you get to Lord of the Flies. Symbolism is everywhere in Lord of the Flies, okay? That is crazy. Same here, Raven. I suck at advanced math. It's terrible, isn't it? When you put more letters in a math equation than numbers, I think there's a problem. I just want one last Viking. I'm actually there with you. I'd like another Viking. Do you think Ubisoft will risk making For Honor 2? No, I don't think they would. I think this is the one and only we're going to get. I don't think we're ever getting a For Honor 2. And I have my reasons for that. Imagine them adding one single piece of actual armor to the Vikings. Valkyrie has some armor. You know, she has some armor there. Her helmet, for one thing. Heavy mace would be better, maybe. I'm back. Raven, what did I miss? Not much. We haven't started yet. We're about 10 minutes away. Math is fun. It can be. I'm just bad at it. I hated math, too. It was literally my only bad subject. Hey, Raven, out of curiosity, what kind of hero skin would Warmonger get? To my understanding, everyone will eventually get a hero skin, but I'm so confused as to what Warmonger will be. I have no idea. Like, they've surprised me so far with what they've done. Hey, Raven, what about a samurai with a yari? Okay, so here's the thing about spears. Everyone keeps saying, oh, come on, we need another spear hero. Y'all aren't thinking wide enough. Let's say that I'm a For Honor developer, right? Let's say I'm a Honor developer, and somebody says, hey, let's get a new spear hero. My question is, okay, how will they fight differently than Nobushi or Valkyrie? Because they're both kind of polearm spear heroes. How will they be different? Like, what kind of moveset would they have? How would they be unique? How would their fighting style be different? That's the problem. Hey, Raven, how do you feel about For Honor as a story? Do you think it's well written or can be heavy-handed sometimes? It has its ups and downs, guy, man. There are times where I think the lore writing is top tier. Like, I think the Harbinger year was the best in terms of its lore writing, no question. I think that Horkos and Chimera was a good idea, but they went too heavy-handed with both Chimera and Horkos in terms of how evil Horkos is and how altruistic Chimera is. I think that the addition of Kyoshin was brilliant. I think that the addition of Pirate was brilliant. I think that the involvement of the Medjai was lackluster, but not terrible. So they have their up and down. Hey, Raven, is it just me or the Medjai hero kind of sounds like Bayek from AC Origins? Yeah, there's no mystery as to why that is. They wanted to advertise Assassin's Creed again. I haven't had fun in math in 6th grade. That was 5 years ago. Oof. I know that feeling. In fact, pretty much any Latin language looks a bit like Portuguese in many common words. Well, that's because they're all from the Latin root. $10 from Dragon Slayer. Thank you so much. Hey, Raven, did you notice in the new armors from the season, they all seem to have an Egyptian symbol that all mean from the south? I did not notice that. But I'm not familiar with all the Egyptian symbols. But thank you for the $10. I really appreciate that. Since For Honor is going towards the fantasy side now, double-sided sword hero? Could be interesting. Perhaps a new Wulin hero with a rope dart? No, I want a Wulin hero with a Xi'an sword already. You know, Mulan sword. Give me that already. I don't care if it's gender locked. Just get me that sword. You think a hero with a Qatar would be a good addition? Yeah, that'd be cool. Let's see. Hey, Raven, is it me or is this season gives the vibe of the Spider episode in Demon Slayer Season 1? No, you're not the only one who thinks that. I did a whole video talking about why I think that this is going to be like some kind of Spider Yokai themed thing. If they bring up balance changes, I want to see what they do to Pirate Law. Agreed. Dude, I'd love to see a season for Anglo-Saxon style armor but linked to the almost wealthy Viking look. That'd actually be kind of cool. I want Daniel. Too. What about a hero with the holy hand grenade? That'd be cool. Although I think doesn't Griffin already have that? It's his 4th feat. So thoughts on the new season? We're gonna find out. We got about 6 minutes left. Wulin with Meteor Hammer. Hey, that'd be cool too. Raven, what are your thoughts on the fact doesn't speak actual Egyptian? He speaks the made-up language from AC Origins. It's par for the course. What time does it start? We've got 6 minutes, guys. We've got 6 minutes. Raven, what is the deadliest weapon of medieval time in your opinion? Probably the crossbow. That's my guess. Hey, Raven, I love your stuff, man. I'm keeping my expectations low. That's probably a good plan. Actually, while we're here, let me take a look at something. I want to see. Currently, we have 240 viewers. That is fantastic. That's more than I was expecting, I'll be honest. Get this back up. There we go. That's more than I was expecting. So let's see if we can't go up to 300, huh? $5 from Derek Willis. Hey, Raven, doesn't Tiandi wield his Dao like a Xi'an sword? No. I mean, not even at all. He does not wield it like a Xi'an. Not at all. I want more face reveals for the characters. I'd like that too. Thoughts on new hero? I've said that I would like an Aztec hero. Do you think the reason Vikings haven't gotten any new heroes is because Vikings doesn't have much variety in weapons, or is it another reason? Actually, Guy Man, I think that's exactly the reason. It is very hard. Like, if I were to ask a random person, hey, what are some Viking weapons? Oh, you know, spears, axes, shield, sword. I guess 2 axes. And then you kind of run out of ideas there, don't you? In fact, I was amazed that they added a Jormungandr hero with the hammer, because that's not a real historical weapon, but they had to come up with something. So I do think that one of the problems they face when adding Viking heroes is coming up with a good weapon that feels fundamentally Viking. Hey Raven, what do you think caused the cataclysm? I have 2 theories, and we don't have time to go into them here. Hey Raven, I was watching your Kensei execution video today, and I had a ton of fun. When might you make one about Hitakiri? She's my favorite hero. Would love to see her talk about her executions. Thank you, Adam. I'm going to be doing her probably when I get to the heavies. I might even start with her because she's so known for her executions. But I think next we're going to be working on assassins. We'll have to see. What about an Arabian hero? I mean, if you can make them unique. I want For Honor to feel like a war zone. The closest we got to that feeling is Breach. Agreed. I want like an open battlefield kind of scenario. Vikings are so simple, which is unfortunate. Well, the historical Vikings had a very basic understanding of war, you know? They were simple. They didn't need all these fancy weapons, you know? What we're going to do is we're just going to use what's tried and true. And respect to that, but it does mean when creating new characters for them, it's kind of like, oh man, we don't want to repeat the same damn thing. You know, it's kind of like that. Hey Raven, rushing, but there's probably going to be like another 15 minutes of waiting. Yeah, maybe. We got a little less than 4 minutes left. Oh, by the way, Raven, when are you going to do execution review on Medjai, or did I miss it? I will probably just do Medjai as a execution graded, which I haven't done yet, so we'll see. Could you make a video based on what you think caused the cataclysm? I'd watch it. Maybe sometime in the future. Maybe sometime in the future I'll do that. Do you think they're going to rework Breach this season? No, I do not. I do not think that. I don't think they're planning on reworking any game modes this season. I hope we eventually get a hero with brass knuckles, please. I recently watched all your execution graded videos. They're great. Thank you, Fluffy Scruffy. That means a lot to me. I wonder... Okay, so here's a question for chat before we get started. How many... let's get a ratio. How many people are from a country outside of the United States? If you're from a country outside of the United States, let me know in chat. And if you're a... lovely lady in chat, please let me know. Like, I'd love to know my foreign ratio and my male to female ratio. So I'd love to get an idea of that, because I wonder what kind of audience I attract. I know that I've got a demonstrably larger amount of males and a demonstrably larger amount of United States fans. So let me know what all is out there. I'd love to hear y'all's where y'all are from and who y'all are. Denmark, Spain, Britain, cool. Spain again. Cool. Romania. Ooh. Romania. Ah, Kui is a girl. Okay, cool. Turkey. Iraq. Oh, cool. Czech Republic. Nice. Japan, Georgia, France, Saudi. Las Vegas is in America. Don't even try. Spanish. Lovely lady here from UK. Awesome. I'm a Gunamari. I remember Gunamari. I've seen you before. Canada, Belgium, England. I am, but I'm not. I like the way you said that. France, as Hungary, Brazil, Adam McGee. Adam, you're female? Oh, I didn't know that. Florida ain't foreign. Britain, Italy, Germany, cool. Another Spain. Serbia, Australia, France, Philippines, Britain, United Kingdom, great. Britain, sweet. Saudi Arabia, Mars. Philippines, Canada, Brazil, Australia, Russia, sweet, got a Russian. Kenya, Persia, Montenegro, Detroit, Germany, Hawaii. Well, Hawaii is America, but we'll count it. Brazil, Coal Land, I like that. Malaysia, ooh, Germany, Brazil, Romania, Jordan, Wakanda. Cool. All right, that's really awesome. Got a lot of really unique and diverse fans here. That's pretty cool. And it looks like we're about to get started, guys. So, Dan, Raven, your whole chat is outside the United States. It's scary, right? Saxit. All right. Guys, it's about time. France. Sweet. Another France. Sweet. More Brazil. Oh, I got one from Narnia. That's wonderful. Slovenia. Denmark. Babylon. Yeah, it looks like we're starting, guys. It looks like we're about to start. All right. Let's do this thing. I'm so hyped. It's not even funny. Oh, also, guys, if you notice any problems with the audio, like if you can't hear me or you can't hear them, Let me know because I want to adjust it quick before we get too far into the stream, okay? Is it a live reveal or recorded, Raven? I think it's a recorded. I think it's recorded. But yes, please let me know if there's any problems with the audio when the stream gets started, okay, guys? I want to know so that I can fix it quickly. Anytime now. It's 11:50. Let's go. What planet would I want to visit? I don't even know. I guess Mars or Venus. They're pretty close. Oh, here we go. All right. Cool. Okay, so they're already playing audio. Oh, wait. Let's hear the music. Ooh, very creepy. I like it. I like it. The creepy factor is always good. Dude, I love this music. God, it's not like the other music. This is more ambient. This is more like, this is what I hear when I walk into a haunted house in Japan. Oh, what's that? Whoa. $5. Hey, Raven, when will Ubi put me in the game? I don't know. I don't know. This is good. I like this music, guys. Dang. Okay, can y'all hear me okay? Can you hear the music and me okay? Let me know in chat. If you can't hear me very well, let me know and I'll adjust. I'll do full screen in just a second. First, I want to make sure that the audio's okay. Guys, I will switch to full screen once I know that the audio's okay. Can y'all hear me okay? Can you hear this okay? Okay, the music is louder. Alright, let me get done. That's why we're here. Let me get done. But, bring these up. Bring this down. Is that any better? Is that any better? I just fixed it. Let me know in chat. Is this any better? Okay, so I've got a much better. All clear. The music is wicked. Yes. Much better. Good. Okay, good. As long as things are perfect. All right. In that case, let's go ahead and actually let me, so that I can see chat a little better. I'm going to pull up the stream on my phone so that I can see chat too. Raven, what's your favorite beverage? Sweet tea. Add some peach flavor to it. It's the best. Alright, pulling up the live stream. Give it a second, guys. I'm having some trouble. There we go. I found it. Alright, awesome. Alright, let me put my phone on the charger so it doesn't die on me. Oh my gosh, that sound effect that I just heard. It sounded like from the invasion, the giant spider invasion. That was funny. Alright, the music is kind of going up and down here, like it's getting really loud and intense, then it drops to creepy and spooky. I like that though, it creates a good ambience. The music is great, but I was really hoping it'd be based around the music in the trailer. Still, all for Spooky Samurai season. Yep. Can you turn it down a little? Okay. I'll turn it down a little. Try that. That any better? Is this confirmed to come with a new hero? No, this season will not come with a new hero. Next season will. Giant Spider, the movie The Giant Spider Invasion. You ever seen The Giant Spider Invasion? Oh, it's hilarious. That's a funny movie. What is this weird stone gate? Any idea, Raven? It might be a reference to the myth of Izanami. That's my best guess. But my guess is, like, with the Torii gate in front of the cave mouth, I think it's, at the very least, it's sealing something. The idea is something is sealed in there, and it looks like it's breaking out. Have you seen Arachnophobia? I've seen the Rift Tracks guys go over it. You clearly haven't seen Mars Attack? Just because I haven't seen Mars Attack doesn't mean I don't know it's hilarious. Could you do a poll quick on factions? Alright, since we have about 4 minutes until it starts, sure, we can do that. Alright, name the faction you stand with out of the 4. Knight, Viking, Samurai, or Wulin. Which do you stand with? I'm curious. The spider's new name is Timothy. I like that. What sources do you mainly use to get all your information from many things historical? I use a variety of sources. I have some old articles that I've held on to. I have my old history textbooks. I have some friends of mine who are from Japan and from China who help me out, so there's that. Alright, we've got Samurai, Viking, Knight, Knight, Viking, Knight, Knight, Viking, Viking, Samurai, Knight, Knight, or Samurai, Knight, Samurai, Viking, Knight, Samurai. Wow, a lot. It's all flowing in. That's crazy. Wow. I don't have the game at night. There you go. I'm a weed. The Fire Republic Samurai since bed at night. Vikings because I like Firebomb, Wulin. Oh, I finally got some Wulins. That's good. Wanted the Wulin to have some love. Wulin again. Nice Wulin. Love Sandu. Samurai, Viking, Viking. And always. Samurai, Viking. The Cool Crew, Outlanders. Another Knight. Awesome. Although your emblem looks Viking. Samurai. Dark Soul Boys. Knight. Samurai. I'm on Team Apollyon, Samurai. I also like Knight, Wulin. A lot of Tin here. Maybe it's Tsuchigumo. That's my prediction, too. Wulin and Vikings. Nice. The stream is still pretty loud. Hold on. Let me turn that down. Is this any better? I'll probably have to turn it up when the stream actually starts. I hope this is better for you guys, because I don't want to have to keep adjusting this over and over again. Alright. Alright. Boy, guys. Only a minute left. Only a minute left. Ooh, I'm so excited. Guys, I'm so pumped. But we need to keep our expectations low, okay? Because remember, no new hero coming out this season. No new hero. But with no new hero means other opportunities. Testing grounds, elite skins, new executions, maybe a new map, some new event modes. I want to see what they do. I really do. Alright. Alright, 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds. Let's get the hype train going. Let's get the hype train going. Have I always lived in America? Yes, I've always lived in America. I was born here. What reworks do I expect? I have no idea. They've always surprised me. Here we go! And the audio's okay? All right, here we go, guys.
Welcome to the Warriors Den, everybody. I'm so excited. We got season reveal today.
All
Year
right,
6,
here we
season
are,
3,
Brian
coming
Dixon
to
and
you
Josh Sharp.
September 15th. And I just want to thank everybody for joining us today to be a part of this reveal. Thank you, Josh, for joining me as a co-host, fully embodied host equals. So quick note, we won't always be live for the Warriors Den, as you have probably noticed. This one's pre-recorded, but we are going to try and do lives when we can. Just a lot of logistics.
I just don't
involved,
like Brian's
so,
background. It looks...
We'll be live when we can.
I don't know. It
We'll
looks
be
weird.
Recorded. So that's life. Quick note, if you didn't catch UB Forward this weekend, it was the 10th. You can catch the VOD on the Ubisoft channel. And yeah, otherwise, I think we're going to get into it. But before we do, we are dropping some things upon the Twitch peoples. Josh, what can people expect to get dropped today?
Well, get your inboxes ready, folks, because we are doing drops. But before we get to them, just make sure that your Ubisoft and your Twitch accounts are linked. That way you can actually receive the rewards. And today we are giving away the following. For every 30 minutes of accumulated viewing time, you will receive 1 scavenger crate, and you have a chance.
All right, yeah, they're talking about the Twitch drops again. I don't care. Continue, please.
It's an embarrassment.
We've got a lot to talk about, so don't. To quote the Arbiter, kill me or release me. Do not waste my time with talk of Twitch drops.
Are proud to show you the Year 6 Season 3 launch trailer. For those of you who didn't already see it, at UB Forward. So strap in, buckle up, here we go.
All right, here we go. They're talking about the, All right, here we go. I've already talked about this, but I love it.
As a child, I was taught never to fear the dark.
Yeah, you were taught wrong.
To face my enemies with gritted teeth and a steady grip on my blade.
Well, good for you.
But now, my hands tremble.
I bet.
Something has awakened in the Myre.
Creepy Onryo people.
Glowing eyes watch in the night. Shadows
slither
through the woods, and twisted cackles taunt us. Brave samurai venture into the swamps. But what comes back? It isn't them.
Possessed Orochi.
No! Has been woven, and there is no escape. My teachings were wrong. Only fools don't fear the dark.
Spider legs, run! Oh, I love that mask outfit. I'm gonna get that. That's so sweet. Looks like Tiandi is getting a new execution. Kappa again. You're dead. Stab in the belly. Yeah, that's a sick trailer, I'm not gonna lie. Rhaenyra has entered the gate. Alright, here we go, yeah! Time for the details. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. Do it!
Warriors, what an amazing trailer. Welcome to Year 6, Season 3, also
Hello,
known
we got
as...
Stefan Juanuski, Julian Bendar, Anastasia Ochinovoka, and Ian Gardona.
And everything
Hold on, I'm going to try that again. Anastasia
Ovchinikova. Stefan, Ian, Anastasia, and Julian
Got it.
are here to talk about Year 6, Season 3. Stefan, we'll start off with you. Welcome to the show. How's it going?
Thank you very much. It's doing great. I'm looking forward to talking about all this stuff. How are you?
Me too, and I am doing well. Ian, welcome to the show, man. How you doing?
Thanks for having me again, man. I'm pumped. It's my favorite time of year, spooky season, spooky themes. I'm all here for it.
Same. Anastasia, welcome to the show. Are you too a fan of spooky season?
Yeah. Hi. I'm a big fan of horror and spooky.
Well, we're gonna get a lot of that this season. Julian, welcome to the show as well, man. How you doing?
Hey Josh, how's it going? Glad to be back.
Glad to have you and glad to have everyone here. So we are breaking
All right, guys,
up
we're
the
talking
season
about
as
it.
we normally do into two TUs, TU1, TU2. First TU starts on September 15th. Stefan, let's go ahead and walk through the TUs and tell people what we can expect, what they can expect this season.
What do we expect?
Sure, of course. I mean, as
The Yokai Nightmare
so far,
event, okay,
telling a
cool.
story about
Testing
special
grounds on
relics
the
found throughout
15th,
season
okay.
one. We did the
And
Chalice
Hero
Battalion
Fest,
in
October
season
6th
one.
and
We
13th.
did the Scare Blade
Sweet.
Bracelet in season 2. Now we're going to do a Japanese horror season focused on the Demon Dagger. In season 3, we're going to encounter Yokai, Kappa, other Japanese mythological demons. It's going to be creepy. Yeah, it's going to be fun. And everyone here and others are going to talk all about it throughout this show. So we're all hyped to talk about the Demon Dagger today. So let's run down these title updates directly. So first up, title update 1. We've got the Battle Pass to launch off the event, of course. And the Yokai Nightmare Event Pass will also launch at the very beginning of the season.
Okay. So
so
next,
there's
so the title update next is going to be Hero Skin on October 20th. So they are waiting to reveal the Hero Skin. Halloween event on October 20th. Armor variations on October 20th. Crossplay phase 2 on October 20th. So we are moving on with the crossplay. So does that mean we'll finally get to pick people from other platforms to join us? That'll be
We're going to get to talk to JC and others about that as well. And, you know, it's going to be a hero-focused one, so it should be a good one.
Very excited for this one.
Yeah, exactly. And then Hero Fest, you've got October 6th, you've got October 13th. It's going to be Warmonger up first. It's going to be Tiandi up second. Super hype, super hype.
So Warmonger's getting a Hero Fest, and Tiandi's getting a Hero Fest. Cool. I want to see Warmonger's new act.
Warriors then.
I might just wait to do Warhammers. I might just wait to do Warmonger's execution graded video then, before so that they can have time to get that out.
Event with the Halloween event game mode, which I'm contractually bound not to talk about directly today, but everybody here is laughing because they know, yes, we all want to talk about that, but check it out next time. Armor variations.
Why are y'all laughing about the Halloween? Are you making a goofy Halloween event? Please do. I want it to be fun. I want it to be cool.
It is indeed. Everyone with high hopes and big dreams, that's what it is right there. Crossplay phase 2. We're going to talk about it right after this segment. And Nicola and I are going to get a deep dive on what's in that, but it's probably what you're hoping for. So stick around for a few minutes. And then what? Hero Fest also coming through this season. There's a second testing ground. This one's going to be a system gameplay improvement focused testing ground. So it should be interesting to have the two through the season. And then throwback, of course, to the Covenant Games Heralds of Chimera, ending off the season at the end of Title Update 2. Whew.
So much happening this season, and obviously this is just surface level stuff. We haven't even talked about like the battle pass. We haven't talked about like other stuff that's happening. But before we get to that stuff, Ian, let's go ahead and talk about the inspiration for this season. There's a lot of Japanese imagery and stuff that
there is.
featured
Talk
in the trailer,
about that. I
and
want to hear
the key art as well. So why don't you go ahead and talk to us about the inspiration for this season?
Yeah, absolutely. As Stefan said, so far in Year 6, we've explored the myths and legends of Heatmore, starting with the secret history of Wyrendale in Season 1, and then the unleashing of a terrible Egyptian curse in Valkenheim in Season 2. Now, we turn our attention to the Myre and a relic called the Demon Dagger, aka the Mamono Dagger, as the samurai deal with a yokai infestation. Now, what are yokai exactly? Well, yokai are creatures and spirits.
The Mamono Dagger is the only weapon capable of killing the yokai, but using it comes at a cost. It sounds like they're going with the Muramasa theme. All right.
But, This is for honor, and those are the ones we're going to focus on for this season. So, I mean, it's Halloween after all, right? So we're going to focus on the more demonic yokai as they are unleashed in the Myre. But I hear you asking, Josh, how do the yokai fit in story-wise? Well, let me tell you.
Please.
You didn't even say anything. I'm just talking.
I was thinking it. We have the mind now. It's okay.
So, story-wise, a very, very long time ago, the samurai were attacked by a swarm of yokai, demons from a dark realm. And they were heroically pushed back and sealed away in a haunted cave.
What?
Now, what happens when, years later, a crack forms in this cave? Crack, as you can see here in the artwork. Now, the yokai are slowly seeping out of this cave, and they begin to haunt the woods and swamps of the Myre.
What?
And for our samurai, well, they're caught off guard. Most know stories of the yokai, but they're just that, they're stories. They don't really know how to fight them, and unfortunately, they figure out that their regular weapons don't have any effect really on these demonic creatures.
Okay.
What they really need is the demon dagger. That's the only weapon known in history that could kill the yokai. But unfortunately, wielding this weapon also comes at a great cost.
What's the cost?
There's always a price with these mystical weapons.
What's the
you
cost?
have the scarab bracelet. You got a locust.
What is it?
Frogs, and stuff like that. Nobody necessarily wants that. But now
I think it all dates back to the One Ring, right? You can't just have a mighty weapon of power.
The one dagger to rule them all and kill all of the yokai.
Okay.
Or maybe.
Yeah, but what's the cost?
Two nice ones. But Anastasia, let's go ahead and move on over to you, because when crafting a season, a lot goes on.
I guess we're not going to know that. I guess we're not going to know what the cost is of using the Momono dagger.
A lot of things that are taken inspiration from throughout the world. So why don't you go ahead and talk to us about the mood board and what the team was really looking for this season?
Yeah, sure. So just a quick reminder.
Looking at all these images,
first season of this year was very
nice
classic
dagger,
fantasy. It's Elvish
I
fantasy.
see some spider
The
references
second
up there.
season
I see
was,
plenty of spider
all about
references, so
Egyptian
I think we are going to
fantasy
get some
and
Yoro
very
or
bright
Tsuchigumo.
colors. And this one is all about the horror.
I see the
fantasy.
kappa here.
So we were focusing on the horror legends of Japan, and the main theme of this season is the yokai, just like Jan said, and it's
Okay.
demonic spirits from the Japanese legends. They are not necessarily evil creatures, but they are possessed people wherever they go. They transforming them and twisting them into
I see Ghost of Tsushima
some
up there on
frightening
one of the
versions
pictures.
of themselves. And in
Up
this
there,
season,
that's
you'll
where Ghost of
see a
Tsushima
lot
is.
of
That's
elements
interesting.
that was inspired by Japanese folklore, of course. So we use this season the dark colors. It's bloody red, dark green, and a lot of brown and black color. And as for the overall mood, we wanted to bring to this season the horror of Japanese
Wait, is
legends.
that- no,
and,
no.
Imagine
Is that-
all this heavy dense fog, and you are alone.
Oh
in
no,
the
no, it's not what I
dark,
thought it
and
was.
you
Okay,
don't
thank
really
God, thank God. That
see,
would have been
but you
very
feel like
cringe.
the creatures are hiding behind the trees, and
fun fight Orochimaru the next
in the
event.
moody puddles, and they all watching you, and they're all like following you. That was our main inspiration for this season.
Thanks for the nightmares, Anastasia. Really appreciate it.
Awesome, great job. Okay, we saw your inspiration.
I saw something on the mood board that I saw. We took inspiration for. I think it was an ornament that I just absolutely love. It's like the split. Like well, I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin it. but Julian, let's go ahead and move on over to you for the in-game realization. Obviously, new season comes, new stuff. Obviously, we've got a
new stuff. Talk about the new stuff.
Portrait, all that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and
now.
Absolutely. Well, Josh, for season 23's in-game realization, it's essentially rooted in demonic.
I like that.
Evil spirit and the evil spirits facet of the yokai folklore, which, like mentioned by
it's pretty good.
earlier on, it doesn't necessarily relate to demons and things that go bump in the night. But here, the team really wanted to have fun and embody spooky apparitions
Yeah, I'd like to see how Magi feels about this. Like, maybe we should have come here, man.
Atmosphere is also super important. Plays a big part in creating this type of supernatural slash horror universe. So
wait,
along with
samurai minions are carrying knight swords and Viking swords?
Why? We're particularly proud of the lighting, the VFX, the SFX that were created for this season. This yokai experience is going to look and sound amazing. Now, to create an environment that will give you the creeps, but that at the same time will feel, alluring, mysterious, absorbing. So, Temple Garden, not Temple Garden, was a great foundation.
I love the bubbling water, but the Kappa look, guys. Wait, whoa! Look at that! They've got like little demons in the statues. Look at that!
Fog that blanket.
That's so cool.
But as you navigate the battlefield, you'll
spider eggs, giant spider eggs.
Really
what?
Captivating yet disturbing sights.
That's awesome.
One noteworthy element, and Stefan kind of brushed up on it earlier on. There are the Kappa heads in the swamp that you've just seen. Kappas essentially are aquatic reptilian humanoids who live in rivers and streams, essentially bodies of water. They're about the size of a child, but they're physically super strong. So that kind of makes them already kind of terrifying.
I don't want to hear that. We just started talking about like demons and stuff. Now we're talking about child, like man-strength Kappa humanoids.
Don't forget reptilian. They are reptilian.
Can't forget that.
The thing about them though is that they can be friendly to humans, although they can also be super dangerous. Just to give you an idea, Josh, their favorite foods are cucumbers and human entrails. So up to you to you get the idea.
We're really going all out this season with the spooky stuff, aren't we?
If you went all out, you do it to all the maps.
Julian, thank you.
I knew there was a reason I didn't like cucumbers. That's it. That's why.
Never eat a cucumber again.
Yeah, half the team, no more cucumbers after this season. No more
Stop talking about cucumbers. This is a family show.
This season, you'll get to find out if the Kappas that we have.
Larry is ashamed of all of you.
All right, and back to Anastasia for more nightmares. Let's go ahead and talk about the Yokai Nightmare free event pass that we have coming with the new season. We've got mood effect, battle outfit, an ornament, and some other cool stuff in there. So let's go ahead and go through it.
All right, let's take a look at these new things. This will be cool.
Sure. So as you can see, this mood effect was inspired by the demon flower.
Okay, so we've got kind of the spider lily floating around. That's kind of neat.
Cemeteries and on the road, and they are guiding deceased to their reincarnation. So it's definitely not the flower that you would give to a person you like, right?
Maybe.
Depends.
Yokai invasion battle outfit.
So
color scheme
battle
looks
outfit
okay.
was inspired by traditional Japanese paintings and some woodblock prints.
I like some of the
and you
images.
see these moody colors. This ornament was inspired.
Yeah, I'm not wearing that. I will not be wearing that.
God.
Thanks, though.
Actually,
I'm not wearing a Tengu hat on my head.
Can you use it as a lethal weapon?
Yeah, sure. Who knows?
Scrippy Yokai. Ooh,
so here's
that's kind of creepy. I can get behind that.
Weapon. We used a lot of dark metal and dark wood with some elements that was inspired by traditional Japanese patterns and, of course, demon flower motifs.
I can get behind the art for the weapons. That's kind of neat.
Wow. So yeah, that is the free event pass. We're gonna roll a video later after we're done here, so you can kind of get a look at the weapons and stuff like that. But since we're talking about passes, let's talk about the battle pass that we have coming for Year 6 Season 3, because there is a lot that is in it.
Wow.
And that's the thing I was talking about.
Wow.
There it is.
Itakiri, what you wearing?
As well, Anastasia.
Dude,
why don't you go ahead and take us through that as well?
Freaking cool.
Sure. That's video. So
it's a mask effect for the battle pass.
So here you can see two.
Wait, there are two of them. I get you. Okay, that's cool.
Demon,
I like that.
But another one.
So the demonic intruder effect. That's cool.
Demon possessed by a human.
And demonic tormentor effect. I like the tormentor effect a bit more, but both are solid.
So this
demonic disco ball. Oh my gosh, really? A disco ball?
I guess.
I didn't realize that we had made our way
like a nice little gothic
Thriller Bark.
Disco murder.
Yeah,
scary party.
For anyone wondering,
a disco ball. Come on, this is Thriller Bark level stuff now.
That secret circle, man. Gotta have like a pass to get in.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
Okay,
here's
that's
the
actually kind of
ornament
creative.
when
I'll
the
give you credit.
demon
That's kind of
is
creative as
hiding
an ornament.
behind this beautiful face, and you can see how it's
Demonic
revealing
parasite.
itself
Yeah, I
and
can get
yeah.
behind that. That's kind of cool. That's kind of neat.
It's beautiful.
What's this?
I love this
So
execution.
yeah. The
Wait, what?
execution,
Oh my gosh, the Yu-Gi-Oh! This
use
game!
the-
Oh my god!
Make your enemies.
It's literally, you've activated my trap card! I'm sending you to the Shadow Realm,
So
pirate!
this one is the most
Oh my gosh, what?
signature
That's
in
all
our-
dark. Okay, that's
and,
awesome. That's awesome. I'm
practice,
getting that. I'm getting that
very
signature. I'm
good.
getting that signature. That's so cool. Oh my god.
Very
Lord, what the people see first.
Yes! Yes! Oh, that was awesome. That was so cool.
Yeah.
Very spooky.
So here you can see the weapons and like
That
all
is
this,
so awesome. That is so awesome. I'm getting that execution.
season,
I'm so getting that.
it's all about the demon possession, and
I'm glad that
the
they
team
did
worked
that. I'm
really
so glad
hard
they
to
did
create
that. That
these
was
unique
needed.
textures and carefully designed elements. So when you look at this,
Wow,
weapons,
look at all
you
the
can see
demon
how
spider
it's
stuff. So yeah,
kind
my
of
demon
like
spider
moving,
prediction is coming true. My demon
something
spider prediction is
inside
coming true.
the
Look at this.
weapon.
Like we got a lot of
And it's
spider
like a-
demon looks.
demons maybe cut inside the weapon, and they are like possessing these weapons. And you know, it's not necessarily evil creatures. So
I like how she keeps saying they're not necessarily
and I hope
evil.
you'll find the
Honey, what do they want?
weapons that will
What they
bring
there
you
to
up
do?
this battle.
We need information. This is why I care about lore. You need to give information. What are the yokai after? What do they want? What are they trying to do? Why do we want to destroy them? Are they hurting people?
I
I need
wanna
to
know
know.
who was responsible for like the skeleton on like the spider body. That is just like some next level like no. That's terrifying. It looks great. That looks awesome. But there you go. Yes, that is Year 6, Season 3. That is everything you have coming in TU1 and TU2. I want to thank Stefan, Ian, Anastasia, and Julian for joining us today.
All right. Well,
We've
I
got
gotta say, so far
testing
looks good.
grounds
The lore
coming
needs
this
a little
season,
more than
one
what they've
starting
given.
with the
I
season,
mean,
and
I
then
like
one
it in
coming,
concept,
we'll talk
but
about
it
at a
needs
later
a little
date.
bit more fleshed
But for
out
now,
to
we're gonna go
give more
and
information.
look
I'll
at
talk about that in a
cosplay,
later video, but
updates.
I think
You
that
know,
if
all
we
of
added
you
a
are
little
very,
bit more
very curious
information to the
about,
lore, it'd be a
more
lot
information on
better.
that.
But overall, I
Before
like
we're
some of the
gonna go ahead and
cosmetics
roll
we're
the three
getting.
weapons
I
video,
like the
and then we're also
signature.
gonna
I
go
like the
battle
new
pass
execution.
video
That's
as well, so go ahead
hilarious.
and see
And
how
I
it
like
goes
both of the
from
mask
there.
outfits. So
But don't
overall,
worry,
I'd say it's a
because the
win.
show
I'd
is
say
just
this is
getting
very
started.
good.
We'll be right back.
I'd say 8 out of 10 in terms of cosmetics coming. So very good start to the season. Very good start. So what are these showing us? What are you showing us now? Ah, the new weapons. Okay. Warden sword. That's sick. That's a good looking sword. Next. Peacekeeper. I've seen better, but that's not too bad. I've seen better, though. Centurion. I've seen better, but it's not too bad. Like, I've seen worse. Ooh, I kind of like the prongs on gladiators. That's kind of neat. Black Prior. Ah, I got the spider thing going on, aren't ya? I like the spider look. I really like that. That's pretty good. Bloody. Warmonger looks okay. I've seen better. I've seen better. Griffin. Okay, I kind of like the wing look, but overall not that impressed. Lawbringer. That's not doing it for me. It's okay, but it's not doing it for me. Conk. Okay, that's kind of cool. The shield looks cool at the very least. I like that skull thing going on. That's kind of neat. Next, let's move on to the Vikings. Raider. I've seen better Raider axes than that. Berserker. I've seen better Berserker axes than that. Come on, guys. Give something good to the Raiders. Give something good to the Vikings. Okay, Highlanders looks okay. That's a pretty neat Highlander sword. I've seen better, but it's better. It looks a bit like an Akatsuki sword. Shaman. I've seen better. I've seen better. Yorm. I like Yorm's okay. Yorm's isn't bad. Valkyrie. Oh, I actually like Valkyrie's spear. That's a good looking spear. The shield leaves something to be desired. Oh, I like Warlord's shield. I like Warlord's shield. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Alright, not impressed with the Vikings. Samurai. Ken says is okay. Again, I've seen better. Orochi, kind of on the same vein. I've seen better, but it's okay. It's not terrible. The Kusarigama, the Shinobi. I'm never going to like you. Keep doing it. Automusha swords. They're not bad. They're passable. Itakiri. I like the red jewel in the center there, but otherwise, it's just whatever. Kyoshin's is okay. I like Kyoshin's fine, but then again, what are we comparing it to, you know? Nobushi. Oh, wow. I actually like that one. That's not bad. That's not bad. Shugoki. I kind of like that. It looks like it's covered in spider webs. I like that. That's kind of neat. And then Tiandi. That's not bad. Okay. That's okay. Shaolin. I never liked the demon faces on the end of your stabs. I've never liked that. That's never been my thing. Nusha. That's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Alright, Zhang Jun's is alright. That's alright. I can get behind that one. Sanhu? It's okay. I've seen a lot worse from Sanhu, so I won't judge too harshly. Alright, let's see the Outlanders. Pirate. The pistol looks okay. The cutlass doesn't do anything for me, but the pistol looks okay. And then Medjai. I don't know. I like what I have for Medjai, but that one's decent. It's passable. Okay, so overall, I'd say that these are passable weapon sets. These are okay for the Yokai Nightmare seasonal event. So apparently these are not the ones that are coming with the Battle Pass. Those are the seasonal event ones. We're coming to the Battle Pass next. So those are just the seasonal event ones. These are the Battle Passes. Okay, that's Wardens for the... Wow! Wardens looks great! Peacekeeper, that looks pretty good too. That's a good Gladius. Okay, already we're looking better. Okay, that's not bad for the shield. Wow, great Black Prior shield. Great Black Prior shield. I love that. Hitakiri's, that looks pretty good. Looks unique. Griffins, not bad. It's unique. I like that. I'm not a big fan of the Lawbringer one, but that's just personal for me. And Conqueror. Oh, wow. Great Tengu on the shield there. That's really good. I like that. That's okay, so Knights knocked it out of the park. That was great. Vikings. Okay, the Raiders actually looks good. That's some good texture on that axe. The Berserker. That actually looks okay. I like the Berserker's one better. I like this Berserker one really good. Alright, Highlander. It's okay. It's not as good as the other. It's okay. Shaman. Passable. I can be okay with that one. Ooh, I like Yorms. I like the faces on both sides of the hammer. And the face. That's good. That's good. Valkyrie. It's okay. I think the shield could have been a bit better. Warlord. Oh, look at that. They actually have the Thor's hammer emblem with the yokai face. That's actually kind of clever. I'm behind that. That's good. All right. Wow, look at Kensei's sword. What? That is so creepy. I like it. They did the same with Orochi. Wow, I like how these weapons are kind of becoming monsters. That's kind of neat. I will never like you, Shinobi's Kusarigama. Move along. Aramusha's? Oh, look at that. Do you see the eye in the first sword? That's creepy. That's very creepy. Okay, Hitakiri's is top 10. That is one of my favorite Hitakiri axes ever. That is beautiful. Beautiful job. Kyoshin. It's okay. I'm okay with that, but Hitakiri's kind of got me spoiled. Nobuchi's is good. I can get behind Nobuchi's. That looks pretty good. Wow, Shugoki's looking kind of good. I like that tusk head at the bottom. That's kind of neat. Alright, and that brings us to Wulin. Wulin. Oh, Tiandi's look sick! Look at that! I still don't like the demons on the end of your staff, Shaolin, but it's better than the last one. Nusha, looking okay. I like that. Kind of the corroded look. Whoa, Zhang Jun. That's sick. I like that. That's a good one for Zhang Jun. And oh my gosh, Sanhu. What? That's great. Guys, Sanhu's is great. Bar none. No cap. Alright, awesome. Moving on to Pirate. It's okay. I'm just not as into that one. just not as into that one. And wow! Medjai's weapon! That ain't bad! That ain't bad at all! Great yokai look. That's really good. And you even got the scarab beetle on the top of it. I like that. I like that combination of their actual culture mixed with the yokai. That's great. It's like the yokai is seeping its way into their cultural foundation. That's great. These are some great weapon skins. I am very, very impressed. But I know y'all don't care about that. You want to hear about the crossplay update, and I'm kind of curious too. Let's see what they have to say about crossplay and what they're doing with it. I'm very excited.
Welcome back to the
All
show.
right, we've got Brian
everyone.
Dixon, Stefan Giovannischi, and Nicholas Miviele. I feel like that should be Italian. Miviele. All my Italian fans out there, correct me if I'm wrong. Miviele.
Gentlemen. Well, welcome to my segment of the show. I think Stefan, you were an earlier thing.
I will welcome you to the show, Brian.
Oh, thank you. I introed the show. No.
Okay, guys, come on.
But yeah.
Joke in your own time.
That's the big thing, right?
Yes.
So excited. Phase 2. Phase 2 crossplay. So, Stefan, what can you tell us about Phase 2?
Absolutely. I want to bring us down memory lane for a moment here.
Phase 2, launching October 20th. Group and play with cross-platform friends. You can invite people.
That was called crossplay.
Boom!
That was the ability to do matchmaking online through the multiplayer menu.
I'm sorry, Random, that's not Italian at all. Damn!
Nobody thought that
I was so close!
We just weren't set up for it.
Yeah, I'm going to say, man, we are getting new armor. We are getting new armor, but it's going to be in the second half of the season.
And of course, Nicolas here, if you tell him and his tech team that something isn't possible, 100% they're going to take that personally, and 100% they're going to get it done somehow. So against all odds, there we were at the start of year 6 with crossplay. So that was amazing. In phase 1, all 3 pools are brought together. So PlayStation, Xbox, PC were able to play together through online multiplayer menu matchmaking. So this is great. And now, of course, we've got a couple of changes coming to the crossplay offer in Year 6 Season 3 Title Update 1. And some of these are going to lay the groundwork for crossplay Phase 2, which is the big one on October 20th, where we're going to get, I think, what most of us are asking for. So we'll come back to that in a few minutes. Let's start, though, with talking about Title Update 1 crossplay changes, and I'll pass.
All right, let's talk about it. So, starting September 15th,
I'm so excited.
Custom match and remaining P2 player versus player game modes on servers.
And it was
voice chat and crossplay re-enabled, so we can go back to voice chatting and crossplay. Add new in-game block list system. Okay.
And the tech teams.
And then on October 20th, crossplay phase 2, friends list and friends invitations with Ubisoft Connect in-game group invitations. Okay, so that means that September 15th, it's still going to be pretty much business as usual, but voice chat will be re-enabled. But on October 20th, that means the second half of the season, they will be allowing you to invite friends on your Ubisoft Connect to play with you regardless of platform. So that means that I could potentially, since I play on PlayStation, potentially play with people on PC and Xbox as long as we're friends at Ubisoft Connect. So that is the kicker.
Remaining into the game. So we are migrating everything on servers. So custom matches are now hosted on dedicated server along all other game modes like story, arcade, and training arena. But note that with this server migration for custom match, this will remove the support of NVIDIA and Soul. Unfortunately, this is a key requirement to bring the crossplay phase 2 in the next title update. On top of that, we also transfer the entire group system on servers. This is very interesting change because it removes all the necessary of NAT internet router configuration to play for now with your friends. So it will be easier for everyone who have a specific internet configuration to be able to play and group with people without any complicated NAT configuration. So for that, we removed also the NAT status in game, which is no longer needed.
That's awesome, because I've got a lot of friends who have some really insane setups to get around NAT because their ISP just locks down their router. So it's nice that it'll just all be on dedicated servers, so you don't have to.
So all of you people out there who play PC, you more Xbox,
Ansel will still
after
be
October 20th, you might be able to play with me sometime.
Just not anything that connects to dedicated servers, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. And so, yeah, that's kind of all the peer-to-peer stuff taken care of. But I believe a previous peer-to-peer service that we're bringing back to dedicated servers is voice chat, right?
Yes, Brian. With the launch of T1, we're also reactivating the in-game voice chat for all crossplay matches. So it's a very good achievement on that. And,
all right, so it looks like they
if
brought
you're
back
interested, you
voice
can
chat.
also
That'll be good.
mute and unmute.
I mean, I haven't played
directly
enough
via the action in the player card,
with other people
like
to
shown
even
in the
know if
video.
voice chat is a thing.
We added a new feature to make all that possible, right?
Wait, Raven is on PS? Yeah, you didn't know that, Mr. Soldier?
Have more
Yeah,
control
I'm a
over
PlayStation player.
The quality. Of
I mean, I have a
For Honor,
PC account,
like,
but my
experience.
computer hates For Honor for some reason.
Indeed. Finally, with this T1 title update, we'll bring
I need a drink real quick. Hold on, guys.
block list to more granularly manage your friend list and reduce the toxicity in game. With this new mechanism, you can block and unblock people directly from the player card. By blocking a player, it will automatically mute their voice chat, it will mute their text chat, and also replace their emblem by a generic one. You will be able to find the block list at the end of the friend list, and later on, with the release of Phase 2 in the TU2 title update, this block list will be improved to support cross-platform friends and bring the ability to block cross-platform group invitation from all blocked players.
But this won't remove them from your friends list, so you can block and unblock your friends, and they'll be a blocked friend until you unblock them, right?
Yeah, that's right. And you have to note also.
Okay, so in other words, let's say that you're playing with someone that's a friend of yours, but you don't like playing with them on For Honor, and you want to block them for a time. You can block them on For Honor, but it won't remove them from your friend list. So you could play them in other Ubisoft games. You just couldn't play with them in For Honor until you unblock them. That's fair.
Blacklist is not a blacklist.
I don't see a problem with that. I don't see a problem with that.
So I think that's everything on the slide for T1.
Oh, I never knew. Then again, I watch you for more or
it's
other
time to take a
non-gameplay
bite
stuff.
out of this sandwich.
It's fine. People watch me for whatever reason they like. Some people just watch me to hate on me. So, genuinely, it doesn't
October
matter.
20th. Put this thing.
I guarantee I've got some people who are literally only watching this stream so that they can harass me. Like that's the only reason. They're gonna jump right to the dislike
to have
page.
friends across platform. And of course, if you have friends across platform, this will also mean that you can group with your friends across platforms. And this means through Ubisoft Connect, you can make friends, group with them, and play For Honor truly cross-platform. Nicola, this is the big one.
Yeah, this is good. I like this. This is a good idea. I think that this is a good idea to keep the game going and to allow more people to play with each other. And I don't know if I'm going to end up playing with other For Honor content creators now that this is happening. I'd like to think so, but I don't think I'm a popular enough For Honor content creator for people to even know I exist. Like, I don't think people like Vita or Marco or Havoc or Darnaliner or people like that would be like, hey, let's invite Raven Knight. I doubt that would happen. But hey, you know, anything's possible.
Search and manage your cross-platform friends. Don't forget to use the Ubisoft account ID to search your friends because we are using Ubisoft Connect and they are linked to this account with For Honor.
Don't forget to activate those crossplay settings if, for whatever reason, you have had them disabled, or else you'll be greeted by a series of tailored error messages telling you that your crossplay is disabled.
You're popular in my heart rate. Thanks, Jaguar Warrior. I appreciate that.
Did we hit everything with TU2? We got the friends list. We got group invites, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the big thing there is like, as Nicola has explained, if you can make friends across platforms, obviously you should be able to make groups across platforms as well. So from your regular friends list, you can invite anyone to groups as normal, even if they are across platform. If you receive a group invite from a friend, you'll see a message in the top right letting you know that group invite is pending, and you can also see them on this friends page on the right side where you have a pending invites list.
I think that's all fair. Yeah, that's good.
As well.
So get the whole squad together, put all our monster mood effects on. We get the mummy from the Magi release. Get the monster squad going just in time for Halloween.
Who's still on old generation console?
If you have an Xbox Mummy,
I'm on PS4, not PS5.
A PlayStation.
I haven't gotten my PS5. I'm on PS4.
The fish head from a couple years ago.
That's probably why I don't have the reaction time of some of these other people, because they're all just playing on new console, right? I mean, that's totally the reason. Not that I would be trash at the game, more like other people just have better consoles,
the
right?
only two caveats being story mode and arcade are the two places you cannot play cross-platform We have technical limitations against
Raven,
that.
never forget
Those
that
aren't
you're
going
an
to
S++++++
happen. But everywhere else throughout
to your
For Honor,
creator, so in
you
my
can play
eyes, you're one of the most
defense.
popular YouTubers
This is
out on
awesome.
YouTube.
All right,
That means a
Team Penny
lot,
Dreadful, let's do
Labaj.
it.
That means a lot, Labaj. I really appreciate
All right.
that.
Big thank you to the tech teams who worked so hard on this feature and took it as a personal challenge to make it happen. Any last words that you guys want to say, either about the teams, about the feature, how pumped you are for this season?
Yeah, of course, this launch of Phase 2 is not the end for us. We will continue to bring some improvement over the time. And
Okay, I like what Nicholas said there. Nicholas said that this is not the end for us in terms of cross-platform. We've got more things to add and improve on. What that tells me is two things. Number one, that there's going to be some new ideas coming across platform and how they implement it. And two, it probably means we're getting another year. So people who were afraid that this was the last year for Honor, I don't think so. I think that they've still got ideas, and I think that they still want to keep moving forward. And the fact that they just now got cross-platform going, why on earth would they stop working on For Honor if they just got that going? I think that we still got at least a few more years to go.
Their hands on this. And thank you, gentlemen, for joining me on the show. Coming up next, we're going to talk some patch notes, so stick around.
All right, patch notes coming up next. Patch notes. Thought I'd do a little singing there, or maybe I could do it more operatic. Patch notes. Don't worry, I won't quit my day job.
Welcome back to the show.
It's JC Fernetti.
For this next segment, we have JC. You know him.
Hide your Twinkies. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love you.
Thank you. I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm doing really well, actually.
Awesome.
The sun is shining. We're talking about a new season. We've got stuff to talk about even past this. It'll be very nice. But we are going to talk about patch notes real quick. These are what you can expect come the season, September 15th. And to start off, we're going to talk about dodge attacks. We have some characters in the game that have them, some that don't, but we're bringing them to the ones that don't. So, JC, walk us through it.
Yeah, so like we've previously announced when we came back from, I think, the last testing grounds, we're adding new dodge attacks to all 5 of these heroes. So Jormungandr,
I love the fact that when I did that,
Highlander.
Wait, new dodge attacks for Jormungandr? What?
Show you what the
why does she need one?
like. So
Centurion?
So, except for Highlander, they're all done with the light.
Centurion looks okay. That's actually pretty well.
They're all 600 MS. They're all done.
Blackfire did not need one. Just
the
saying.
lights are all enhanced. Highlander is with heavy. Made a bit
I like Warlords. That's actually a good animation for Warlords light attack.
For Highlander, they're also only performable while you're in defensive stance. In offensive stance, you have like shorter recoveries for your dodge attacks.
Okay.
When you're
Everybody's getting new dodge attacks now.
One thing that's
everybody gets new dodge attacks.
They also all have iframes, so that's really good.
Jormungandr looked kind of cringe. Centurions was okay. Blackfire didn't need it. Warlords looked good. Highlanders, well, I suppose we'll just have to see.
That's because we designed them on purpose to be usable and be good at dealing with bashes specifically.
So they're counters to bashes, okay.
Really good dodge attacks in the sense of I'm going to be target swapping them and doing all those crazy things that some heroes are known for. This is literally just to make sure that these heroes are able to efficiently deal with bashes. Even though Blackfire could from neutral, when you're in chains, you couldn't really go into bulwarks. So that's the idea here. We really want them to be good, but not be the best dodge attacks in the game, so that they're a little bit riskier to use because they're on light inputs most of the time, and so we want to take that direction a little bit, so that makes a bit of sense there.
The one that I really liked the animation for was Warlords. That was the one that I really liked.
Centurion and like Highlander.
All right, hero fight improvements.
Those many Reddit threads that I have seen. So So let's move on to hero fight improvements. JC, what do we have here?
Yeah, so we're doing a lot of changes to a lot of heroes.
Zone attack costs are changing.
I would say 99% buffs. We really wanted to focus on raising some heroes, we getting them to be a bit more meta, not necessarily be like must picks or whatever, but really focusing a lot on like some quality of life stuff, making sure they're more playable.
Kyoshin doesn't need a buff to his zone attack. Get rid of that nonsense.
I see a lot of numbers here.
There's a lot of numbers there, right? So I'm not going to go through all of them, but basically all of these heroes have lower stamina costs for their zone attacks. If your hero is not listed, don't worry, we didn't forget about them. We did a lot of changes here, so we're going to get to them eventually. But that's kind of the idea here. We wanted to lower the cost for all of these on attack to make sure that they're not you're not wasting half your stamina every time you use them, right? So this is a big buff. Some characters for like Wardens.
Yeah, I'm glad that Noosh is finally getting a buff. Thank you, but I'd like a bit more than that.
Like it's a bit better, and we didn't go with a really completely standard route. We went to it like on a case by case basis, right? So sometimes it's better that they're 30 because they're faster or they have properties. At 20 because they can be fast with no properties. For multi-hit zones as well, we did a lot of changes there to make sure that we're in a good spot here.
Beautiful, lots of numbers.
But all right, so Warden, chain lights are now 500 milliseconds down from 600 milliseconds.
Yeah,
that's
so
fair.
Warlord
updated trajectory and forward movement for board and blade.
We have like very small quality of life things, but
Berserker now has 130 HP up from 120.
So Warden's chain
I
lights
guess
are
that's
now
a change.
500 MS, down from
Side
6.
heavy finishers are now 700 milliseconds down from 800 milliseconds for Orochi.
Warlord
I don't see the need for that, but okay. And Peacekeeper charge heavy attacks now cost 12 stamina down from 25.
The heavy attack that you do.
I don't think I like that. I wanted Hitakiri's charge heavy attacks to come at a cost, but whatever.
So that should be quite good there. Berserker has 10 more HP.
The reason I don't like that is because think about what Hitakiri likes to do in the gank. Hitakiri likes to stay in there, and if you're not focused on them, they'll constantly cancel out of their charge heavy attacks to bait you into parry. And if they can do that incessantly now, because it doesn't cost them much stamina, that's only going to make you it hell for being ganked by Hitakiri. But again, these things I'm not as familiar with. These are things that I'm not quite as good at or understand as well, because I mean, I'm not as good with the balancing aspect. But
should be able to catch a bit more things. So I'm really looking forward to see how that pans out for that one. And finally, Hitokiri, his charge heavy attacks now cost 12 stamina. They used to cost 25. Before the CCU, those attacks specifically did not have an additional stamina cost when they were parried. That's why they used to cost 25. Now that all those things are removed, we've decided to like revert that change back, and now they cost 12. Gives a bit more stamina economy for Hitokiri. Should be really good down the line for this hero as well.
There's a lot that's coming with this, but now we have even more.
Dagger can now cancel recovery into a dodge from 200 milliseconds to 300 milliseconds. Okay, dash and thrust can now be formed from 200 milliseconds to 500 milliseconds during front dodge. Okay, that's a bit better. Stabs after a guard break now deal a total of 28 damage.
From 2 to 3, 200 to 300 MS. It used to be
throws have a 200 millisecond less recovery. All sides can now be canceling their dodge late during recovery.
Dodge out of it.
All right, that's good. I like that. Increased forward movement on all neutral, chain, and finisher attacks. Good. She needs more movement. Updated trajectory for zone attacks for strike.
And the throws together is that we adjusted the time that
crossbow feet now deals 15 direct damage and 10 bleed damage over 10 seconds. Good. Give crossbow some love. I felt bad for that feat because it seemed useless.
And throws have a little bit less recovery. The intent here is that you should be able, with a Peacekeeper, to throw somebody, get them to wall splat, and then do a dodge for a heavy every single time without having to worry too much about positioning.
Well, I know people are like, why do they lower her stabs? I think that's probably because what a lot of Peacekeepers can do is just do the same thing over and over again. They basically get you to bleed, and then they feint into their guard break. Which allows them to just stab over and over and over again and repeat that process over and over and over again until they just bleed to death. I think they wanted her to use her full kit, so I think they're trying to update Peacekeeper so she will. I think that's their goal there.
But at the end of the day, like it's a lot more in line with the rest of the cast. We've also increased our forward movement on every single one of our neutral, chain, and finisher attacks. You used to be able to backwalk her a little bit, and it was like she had a hard time sometimes reaching you. So with these changes, it should be a lot easier for her to really keep the pressure and stay in.
Money that folks like Slandy and others will bitch about.
The trajectories for the zone attacks for the first strike, so that it matches the weapon a lot better.
It's just
the
guess,
trajectory is a bit bigger. It's less angled, so it works better. And finally, this one's a big one. Her crossbow feat, which is her tier 3 feat, it has a pretty short cooldown, and it used to deal 25 damage straight up, right? Which was still good. But now what we've changed it to do is it deals 15 direct damage and 10 bleed damage over 10 seconds. So it still deals 25, but that bleed damage there is super important. It really lets her open up her kit, be able to get those unblockables in, get the synergy with other bleed heroes.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think crossbow needed that fix. So Peacekeeper, I think these are decent changes for Peacekeeper. I like these changes to PK. She needed some help because right now she's one of the weakest heroes in the game. She needed the help.
Looking forward to
Lawbringer!
but
Okay,
we
increased
have
forward movement of all
Lawbringer.
light and all
Lawbringer,
side heavy
right?
attacks.
Right?
Good!
Lawbringer does have
Updated
a
trajectories
set
of all
changes.
side
Basically,
heavy
we've done
attacks.
a big pass
Good!
testing
Increased
before
input
movement
window for
on
parry
the
follows
side
like
attacks,
6
side
and 6
heavy
milliseconds.
We've updated the
I think that's
trajectories for
good.
the side
And
heavies.
impaling
You
riposte
should
is
no
now
longer,
800
just phase through some
milliseconds.
of
I don't
your
remember what it was
opponents.
before.
That should work much better. And we've also did a little bit of a pass on the input comfort. For
I like how
the
Justin
parry
Weed said they don't
follow-ups.
care about
So you
Lawbro.
can
They are now
now
talking
perform
about
them
Lawbro.
66 ms before, and because of that, we've also had to speed up impaling riposte, which is the kind of the impale that we have after a parry, so that it would still fit. Basically, those are just two changes that they're meant to be quality of life changes. That it's going to be a little bit easier to do these parry punishes.
Beautiful.
Kinsey!
Right.
Okay, updated
Kinsey,
chain link
right.
timing for chain
So
lights
Kinsey,
is top heavy
all
finisher
of
to
his
100
changes rely on,
milliseconds. I think that's good.
they'll revolve
Top
around
heavy
the top
finisher is
finisher.
now 100, 1000,
You could before
1100
just always, every time you
milliseconds,
saw on
and now
block
soft
roll
thanks
away
to
and
fast
do
guard
everything.
break.
So we've done a couple
I
of
thought
changes.
that it already
The chain
could
link
do
timing
that,
for
but
chain lights
okay.
into top heavy
Increased
is
forward
now
movement on
11
top heavy
The
finisher.
attack itself has been sped up to 11.
I think that's fair. I don't see much of a change
Fast
there.
guard break, and there's also increased forward movement on top heavy finisher. This means that now if your opponents used to roll on reaction to you throwing that top heavy finisher, you can now just hit guard break, catch them with the fast guard break, get them while they're rolling, and it helps Kinsey provide a lot more pressure this way and makes that top heavy finisher much better.
May have to. I mean, I don't really play a ton
Nobushi,
of
okay.
Kinsey, so I may
Updated
have to
trajectories
get
for
stuff
side
on
heavy
it.
openers and finishers.
Yeah, it's
All
an
right.
interesting difference there.
Side Cobra strikes are now 530
Cool.
milliseconds and
Well,
have
I see a lot here
iframes.
for Nobushi.
Really?
Yeah, right. So
Front
Nobushi,
Cobra
it
strike
looks
is
like a
now
lot,
500
but it's
milliseconds
not-
and can be performed from 200 milliseconds to 500
simple.
milliseconds. All right.
But they did it-
Updated
they
recovery
updated
times for the following
trajectories
attacks.
all of
So
his
they're
side
thrust
heavy
and coiling
openers
clash are
and
now 600
finishers.
milliseconds
Again,
on
they didn't
miss.
really match
Side
the
opener and chain
swings,
lights are now
so
600
with this, we were able
milliseconds
to
on
hit
miss.
people better
Heavy
externally.
openers are now
That
800
works.
milliseconds on hit,
Side
miss,
cobra
and
strikes,
block.
which are side
Heavy
dodge lights,
finishers are now
are now
800 milliseconds
533
on
MS. It
miss.
used to be 6.
Out of lock heavy
And they now have
finishers is now a
iframes,
left
so they're
stance
actual
attack.
good dodge attacks now. They're
Really?
not, you don't need to delay them. Make sure
Well,
you
I
do it
wish
the
I
right timing when
remembered
you're
all
dodging
of
or
those
whatever.
numbers from
Now they're
before.
always going to be able to have iframes. You're going to be able to do good with them. So that's very good. Their side dodge heavies are also very good, but those didn't get updated because we wanted to have a version of it that was this is the dodge attack thing, and this one is the more zone type of thing. So that's gonna be
Guys, this is amazing. Honestly, these don't feel like huge changes, but they feel like updates that are going to keep the game a little bit fresh and give these characters some more love. Because I know people were complaining about Peacekeeper and Lawbringer and Kinsey. I don't remember a lot of people complaining about Nobushi, but hey, you know what? I'll take it. I like Nobu.
Delay it and have
But yeah, these are good. I'm not upset about these, although I know that people like Marco and some of the others will have more detailed discussions on them, so I'm sure they'll tell you why this is good or bad, and I'm sure a lot of people will say it's bad for whatever reason.
Long, so when you would miss, even if you would hit, if you didn't choose to chain afterwards, you were left wide open with Nobushi, so that's a little bit of quality of life thing there. And finally, her out of luck heavy finisher is now a left stance attack. It used to be top, so now being left means that she can actually throw it in the lane, be able to catch more enemies, more minions and stuff, and makes her a bit better overall in the minion lanes. That should be a nice improvement there.
But wait, there's
Centurion. Okay, increased forward movement for charge heavy openers. That's good. He needed that. Charge punch changes. Now has better tracking. Thank you. Now 1300 milliseconds total. Okay, and now gains uninterruptible stance at 1000 milliseconds.
Deal from externally was
so his punch can now be. I think that means his punch can now be uninterrupted even faster now. Yes.
So that bit of movement should help Centurion actually get into that.
Yes.
And we've also changed charge punch. So we give it the warden treatment, right? Which means that whenever you do a charge punch, if you fully charge it and your opponent did an early dodge attack, you should now pretty much always catch them, kind of like what Warden does. It was a bit of a problem now where you could some characters were able to fully avoid it. So with that change, we should be good to go in this change. So it has better tracking, it's a bit faster. It's faster, and then there's the stance, the armor kicks in a bit earlier as well to make sure you get.
Yes, I feel like this is needed.
Nice, and then
Gladiator front and side sucker punches now cost 12 stamina.
Again, but
I don't remember what it originally was.
Front and side sucker punches now cost 12 stamina. It used to cost 24, I think, which was an insane number. On top of that, because they cost so much stamina and they don't guarantee direct damage afterwards, we felt it really was time for Gladiator to have a better side dodge bash. And we also increased the input window for counter jab, which is basically after you parry and you hit guard break. We increased the window by 400 milliseconds. It's huge. It makes a big difference here. It should be.
I don't know why you're buffing Glad. Glad has got to be the most
you have
annoying
a lot
character
bigger
on the
window.
game for a lot of
Should
people.
feel much better here.
I can't stand him. Shaman!
Ooh, my
Increased heavy
favorite,
finisher forward movement. Okay.
carnivore.
Left heavy finisher is now 900 milliseconds. Predator's Hunger now costs 12 stamina.
Her heavy
Okay.
finishers
Remove
have
stamina
forward
penalty when
movement.
switching from
Again,
Wildcat's
one of
Rage
those
to Predator's
heroes that
Mercy and Predator's
lacking
Hunger
every
and vice
target
versa.
swapping, or even against the same target.
Cool.
Sometimes you could backwalk. It was a bit hard to really catch up to a point.
Alright, I can get behind
So
that.
this
It
should
just
be-
means Shaman's going to be
should
even
feel
more hell
better.
to fight
It's not
against.
a massive increase, right? But it still makes a bit of a difference here. Her left heavy finisher is now 900 MS. It used to be, I think, 1,000 or 1,100. I'm not sure.
No,
But you
this
used
is
to be
good.
able to,
I'm okay with
on
that.
reaction,
I'm
see
okay with that.
unblockable, and then your opponent
Making
would
the
just
game more
hit light
spicy.
beat
And
you.
guys, y'all gotta love that this isn't
Now,
a testing
at
grounds
line
thing.
break,
This is
if your
these are
opponent
going
matches light
live.
after you perform
On
light,
Thursday. This
so
is gonna be
Shaman does
very
light
creative. I'm a
and your
fan.
opponent matches light in between, you're gonna trade with Shaman. This means that Shaman's gonna win the trade because she deals a lot more damage with those heavy finishers than a neutral light. But still, it's something that we're trying out here where it's still interruptible, but at the same time, it's a trade where Shaman wins. So we want to see where that goes in that aspect.
Please have
We've also
Nusha
lowered
next. I
credit
want
with
Nusha.
stamina cost as well.
Nusha.
So that makes it like again, it helps with the stamina.
Or maybe
economy.
Nusha will be in the
And we've
testing
also
grounds. Maybe
removed
that's
the
what they'll do.
stamina penalty when you're switching from Wildcat's Rage, which was dodge forward bash. Actually, no, that's dodge forward heavy, and Predator's Mercy and Hunger, which are dodge forward bash, right? So the idea here is that dodge forward or dodge back is that you could do like dodge forward heavy and then tap guard break while that was going. She stops, puts your weapons away.
Is it
and
just
then
me or did
goes-
Josh
keeps
fall
going
asleep
forward, so
over
you
there?
can switch between the
Josh,
two kinds of
wake
different
up!
attacks. But
Wake
when
up!
doing
Oh,
that,
there
it
you go.
actually
He's awake.
costs
Okay.
stamina.
He heard me.
And so because you've already paid the stamina up front once, we felt like that wasn't really necessary anymore. So we've decided to remove it. It gives her again better stamina economy. So you should be more free to be able to use that little bit of a mix up there more often.
Black Prior.
Alright.
Increased tenebrous
Black Prior,
thrust
right.
movement
So,
speed. Okay. Sprint
we,
attack is now
increased
700
tenebrous
milliseconds
thrust
and deals 20
forward
damage.
movement. That's for
Okay.
heavy.
Bulwark
We
Slash's
really
guard
wanted
break
to be able to
vulnerability
catch
is now
people.
100 milliseconds.
So this should be. It might
Okay.
not still be the best roll catching tool or whatever, but at least with that bit of increased movement, you should be able to catch people from a bit further away. So that should help. His sprint attack is now 700 MS. Used to be much slower, dealt a lot more damage, but because of the speed it had, it was completely useless. Like it's sad to say, but it really wasn't good. So at that speed now, with that damage, it's a lot more in line with what other sprint attacks are. So that should work quite well. And finally, Bulwark Slash. We've lowered its guard break vulnerability to 100 MS, right? So that's gonna be similar to like Kyoshin and some other heroes that can attack out of their down stance. And the big thing here is that beforehand, if you were against a Black Prior and you went to down stance, you had a guaranteed guard break every single time, because reacting to that down stance, Black Prior didn't have anything he could do to actually beat that guard break. So now Black Prior does down and then heavy right away. If you try to guard break, you're gonna get hit by that heavy unblockable. So it gives Black Prior a little bit more safety here. Lets him
Alright,
get
I think
attacked
that's
a little
good.
bit more often, and makes him a little bit less vulnerable as well in these kinds of situations.
Guys, I actually think that's a good change. I like that. War Mommy's getting a change. Heavy finishers now gain uninterruptible stance at 100 milliseconds. Wow, that's going to be scary. Praying Claw now deals 8 bleed damage. Really? Praying Claw Stab now deals 7 damage. And Praying Claw Slash now deals 20 damage. So her Praying Claw attack now deals 8 damage automatically. The Stab deals 7 and the Slash deals 20. Boy!
A lot more safety and
Okay. Alright, I'm behind that.
And then we've done changes to Praying Claw. So Praying Claw used to be
Guys,
just
Dragon
a
Flanders is
regular
going to have a
bash.
fit.
You
Yeah, I'll
can
bet.
slash his
He won't be the
claw.
only one, but I know
So
he
what
will.
we've done is that Praying Claw itself now deals 8 bleed damage up front, but to compensate, we've lowered the damage of the Stab and the Slash, so light and heavy follow-ups, by 8, so that you still deal the same amount of damage when you're doing those follow-ups, but at least you're going to get a little bit of bleed off of the claw itself. Helps you synergize with like the bleed heroes, so like Nobushi, Shaman, Peacekeeper, all that sort of stuff. So we're hoping that it'll give her a little bit more utility, maybe create some new team comps, and at the same time make the hero just better in general, having a little bit more upfront damage.
Nice. And then we saved the best for last, of course.
Griffin,
Yeah.
Veteran's
Yeah.
Lesson now gains
Yeah.
uninterruptible stance at 100 milliseconds
Again,
down from 500
Veteran's Lesson,
milliseconds.
which is
Mind
the
Cleaver
heavy
changes.
finishers.
Miss recovery is now
He
800
gains
milliseconds and
stats
regains
on
defense at
finesse,
500
5.
milliseconds. Hit and block
Again,
recoveries are now
if you
800
do
milliseconds. Regain
better,
defense at 500.
You
Okay.
have more safety in group fights. That works quite well. And we've also done some changes to Mind Cleaver, which is side dodge heavies. So the miss recoveries are a little bit faster, and you now gain defense at 500 MS, so it makes them a lot safer, right? Whenever you do them, you would be left wide open for a super long period of time. So now target swapping those attacks in group fights should work way better, should have more effectiveness. So that's kind of the idea here for Griffon. So that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, I believe.
All
so.
right, now, okay,
That
so
was a lot
now they're going into
covered.
fight
And,
changes.
you know,
Oh, okay.
If you
All
wanna
right.
go back and read some other things, or if there's anything that you missed, you can always go ahead and read the patch notes over on.
All
our
right,
website.
well, I guess we go into
to make
testing
sure
grounds
you have
next.
Everything there listed, and everything all nice and tidy for you. But JC, how you feeling?
I'm feeling really good. Like, honestly, this is really cool. And there's one more thing I'd like to announce really quickly. We're aware that a lot of players are asking for Jormungandr rework, and I can confirm when it's coming in a testing grounds. Not for this season, unfortunately, because we're taking our time with him. We want to make sure that we get to the right spot.
Did y'all hear that?
And present something that's going to make a lot more sense.
Did you hear that?
So it'll be coming up, not in this season, in the future. But we have not forgotten about you, Yorm players. Definitely not. We know a lot of players love the hero, love the fashion, love everything about the hero. It's super cool. We love him too. And sometimes, like, you know, things change, and we want to make sure that we get.
All right, so what he's saying is there is a Jormungandr rework coming, but not this season. They want to make sure they get it right.
Still, we're gonna get there.
Okay, so all you Jormungandr fans out there,
All right, so
sing
your
praise.
rework is coming in future.
But what about
videos of
Nusha?
this update whenever we are.
What
ready to
about
talk about it.
Nusha?
But you just talked a lot about patch notes, so grab some water. I'm gonna grab Alex for the testing ground segment. So you watching, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna be right back.
All right, thanks.
All right, we're going into testing grounds next. I wonder what they gonna do. But yeah, I like those updates, those patch notes. I think they're good. Their quality of life changes. They aren't big things that are gonna irreversibly alter the game, but they're gonna allow some heroes who have had obvious weaknesses to make up for those, which is good.
Warriors, welcome back to the show. JC, how you doing? How you doing?
Pretty good. Still, you know, hanging on, so it's all good.
Got your water, you hydrated, feeling good?
Yeah, got everything I need.
Awesome, because we're about to be talking about testing grounds. So this is going to be a good one. So testing grounds will be launching with the launch of the Demon Dagger on September 15th.
All right.
Going all the way until September 22nd. So you've
All
got
right.
a nice long week to go ahead and test out all of the changes. And JC, we're actually doing some pretty interesting changes. We're doing 2 reworks and then a combat change. So
2 reworks and a combat change. Let's hear it.
So we're doing a rework for Valkyrie, a rework for Tiandi, and also we're testing out some changes to counter guard break. See how that feels. I'm super hyped for it, so it should be really, really interesting.
Same here.
Valkyrie and Tiandi?
Nusha! Testing ground segment.
Come
on! JC and Alex have created a video showcasing the reworks, going in depth.
All right, well, I
talking
guess,
about them.
I mean, beggars can't be
we're gonna let that
choosers.
play.
All right, what'd you do with Valkyrie and
then we'll come
Tiandi?
back, give our final thoughts, and continue on with the show. So, JC, you ready?
Yep.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. Hello,
Valkyrie
everybody.
first?
So today we're going to be looking at changes that are coming to the testing grounds. We're going to have Valkyrie changes, Tiandi changes, and counter guard break changes. So first up, we're going to start with Valkyrie. So Valkyrie is one of our older heroes. She doesn't have that much offense. A lot of her stuff can be dodged on one timing. Sweep doesn't really work. And so we're really trying to give her better openers, and also to give her better pressure and offense in general.
Good.
And for that, we're going to start with Shield Crush and Shield Tackle. So we've actually removed Shield Crush in this testing rounds and replaced it with Shield Tackle. And you can no longer do Shield Tackle from back dodge, right? So right now I just did back dodge and guard break. You can't do it anymore from this, but you can now do it from front dodge.
Oh! So they made it so you can front dodge into that. Okay. Good. Okay, that's actually something I'm okay with. I always thought it was stupid that she had to back dodge to go into her all guard.
So everywhere where you could use Shield Crush, you can now use Shield Tackle instead. Shield Tackle also now guarantees a light when it lands. It still blocks.
Wait, that's not your typical light. What was that light?
There we go. You can also now dodge out of it. so that gives you a little bit more defensive options. So that's quite interesting. And what's also cool with it is that now we have a new kind of mix-up that we've never really had before, which is if your opponent thinks that you're going to shield tackle, they can just guard break and to try to beat your shield tackle attempt, right? There you go. So that works. But if I let my heavy go and they attempt to guard break, my heavy is going to land instead. So we're really trying to do something a little bit different here that has more impact on Valkyrie, gives her a better reason to use shield tackle, and it's kind of like using maybe like a charge attack as a soft feint or something. So it's kind of interesting, and it really pushes a attack while you're defending and defend while you're attacking mindset that we really wanted to have for Valkyrie. That's super different. It feels really cool. I can't wait for people to try it out. And other thing to know is that, as usual, that light that you have here leads to sweep, leads to everything. Basically,
that light looked different. Why did that light look different?
Often and have those mix-ups work quite well. So speaking of sweep, it is now 500 milliseconds instead of 6.
Good.
Make it a lot less reactable. Should work quite much better. It no longer unbalances allies or multiple opponents, so it only really unbalances the character you are locked on.
Good! It doesn't unbalance allies. Thank you. We needed that change.
And unbalancing allies made so that ganking when you're using sweep was much more difficult, because you risked unbalancing your friends and your allies, and then they couldn't get guaranteed damage on top of it, so that made a difference here. And last but not least, the sweep follow-up is now frame advantage, right? So now if I mash light, and my opponent mashes light, see, as you see here, I was able to hit them almost on the way coming back up. They can still block, right? So if I go at top light here, it's still blockable, but I have frame advantage. So it lets Valkyrie really keep the offense up. Using sweep in 1v1 situations will really help you. And keeping that frame advantage really helps Valkyrie in this position. Then we have Pouncing Thrust and Hunter Strike. So Pouncing Thrust has more range now, a lot more range. So that's quite good. And
and it's advanced.
Well. So as you see here, like that's really like you're going to get interrupted on block. Lets Valkyrie really go further into her chains, be able to sweep, really initiate a lot more.
Okay.
Her side dodge lights, so Pouncing Thrusts now have more forward movement as well. So they used to be quite bad. Like, they didn't really hit forward much. She didn't really move a lot. So with this, you really have a lot more forward movement. They also have more. Yeah, they also have more side movement, right? So if you do it like this, she moves more to the side, so that's good. And they also now have proper iframes. It's kind of hard to show here, but the idea is that with those iframes, let's go like this, yeah. It makes it a lot easier for you to be able to dodge and properly do dodge attacks with this in group fights, and a lot of different situations, so it works quite well. Then we have something for attacks. So all of our heavy attacks have more forward movement now. It doesn't really show, but one of the big things that used to happen is if you did a side light, a left light into heavy feint to guard break, it wouldn't work. You couldn't catch people because they didn't have enough forward
I see what you're doing there. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Movement, you reach forward a lot more. You're able to target swap, hit more opponents, works.
Actually, I'll be real honest, guys. I like this. I think that other than that weird light animation after a shield bash, I think this is good. The shield bash is way better in my opinion because I never liked that she had to back dodge to get into the all guard. I like that she can get into the all guard by dashing forward or from neutral now. I think that allows her to be more viable. I also like the fact that she can do that light, and I like that her sweep is now not only faster, but it doesn't affect your teammates.
And
That's
players
good.
at least have a chance to be able to block sometimes, right? But then when they're 400, it's a lot harder. And then at high level, the players are good enough that they're able to block top. And then if it's a side, they react and block the side. And if it's not a side, they just keep blocking top and they still block it. So that didn't work either. So with everything at 500, it incentivizes Valkyrie to do more heavies, do more into the shield tackle type of things, but still be able to use them and not be as frustrating at low level. Last but not least, in terms of attacks, we've also normalized recoveries of all of our chain attacks to be between 700 and 800 MS everywhere. It's a bit of a quality of life change, but it really helps Valkyrie be a little bit more safe in group fights.
Yeah, okay, I'm okay with this.
We also have zone attack. So the trajectory for the first step for zone attack is now 500 MS instead of 6.
Good.
So that makes a big difference. It makes it a lot more usable. And we've also updated the trajectories for both hits. Again, so they match the weapon better. You can hit more people externally and have a lot more control over fights with this. And finally, the last change we want to look at Valkyrie is Hunter's Rush, which is a sprint attack. So Valkyrie's sprint attack now initiates chains. So you can go Hunter's Rush into heavy, this, and so you can do all sorts of stuff with it. So it really helps her initiate when out of lock a lot better using her sprint attack to get into her chains and let her initiate some more. So that's it for Valkyrie. Next up, we're going to look at Tiandi.
All right.
Okay, so
Tiandi.
Now let's look at Tiandi, right? So for Tiandi, we really want to focus on the dodge specialist aspect of the hero, as well as improving the hero's offense. Like Tiandi had like some limited dodge cancels here and there. It really didn't live up to the dodge specialist name. And on top of that,
didn't live up to the dodge specialist name. That's his thing.
Open up people and get into the groove and really have proper offense with the hero. So we're looking at those two main aspects. So first up, we have flow like water, basically recovery cancels. So Tiandi can now recovery cancel.
He can recovery
cancel into a dodge at 300 ms, right? So you can do light into a dodge. You can do heavy into another heavy into a dodge if you want.
Oh my
gosh! You can even do it off of like Palm Strike or Dragon Kick that we're going to look into a little bit later. So essentially, we really wanted to have Tiandi be able to really be a good specialist into having dodge cancels. They're a little bit slower than other dodge cancels. They're being at 3, Pirate and Orochi are at 2, and Xanu is at 3.
Okay, thank God it's not like Pirate.
Different common ground for these, but this is really interesting. Works quite well and gives a lot of interesting things. Next up, we have Palm Strike. So Palm Strike used to be on Backwalk and Guard Break. We've actually now put it on Front Dodge Guard Break instead.
Oh, that's going to be hard to get used to.
The back guard break attacks are a little bit problematic because they're really hard to react to at low level, but they're also fully reactable at high level, and so that makes them not very good. They're okay as interrupt tools, kinda, but not really. So we really wanted to have it to be in a much more standardized position. So from dodge guard break works quite well. And the other cool thing with that is that because it's now in front dodge, you can do interesting mix-ups like dodge cancels your attack into palm strike, reset your chain.
That's fair. Okay, I don't see a problem with that. I don't see a problem with it. It's just going to take some time to get used to.
It might look like a strange change for some, but we really
Divine
feel
Crusader
that having that,
screaming
that
right
dodge
now.
really opens up the.
Is he? I haven't checked his stream.
We've also removed the unique follow-up it had. So when you do on live, when you do a palm strike, you used to have a heavy follow-up that was armored, top only. You could target swap, but it was a bit weird. And the problem with that move was that because it had like strange properties where it couldn't be parried. If the palm strike landed and you did that heavy against your opponent, the opponent that the palm strike landed on, that attack was unparryable. So that was kind of hard to read. And the other real niche move that it had was that it could kind of trade with dodge attacks if somebody was doing a dodge attack against your palm strike, for example. But because you now have access to both dodge cancels here, if you want to dodge attack somebody who dodged it, then you can do that. You can also, if you still want that armor somewhere, you can dodge cancel a dodge for heavy, which still has armor. So you can do palm, target swap, dodge for heavy, and do all that sort of thing. So that still works quite well. So
these changes aren't bad. These changes aren't bad. Actually, I'm so distracted by the fact I'm watching female Tiandi over there. You notice that she's maintained the same guard position, but her legs and body position have constantly been moving. That's such attention to detail. I love that.
You can do like a left heavy finisher, right heavy finisher.
Yeah, they're all talking about, oh, these really fancy changes, all these very nice changes. Wow, look at the way they move. It's so crisp. Changes. Wow, look at the way they move. It's so crisp.
Whereas before, that was completely impossible. So we really want to give like Tiandi a lot more viability in those outnumbered situations. Be able to use those side heavy finishers, hit people externally, and get into that. So next up we have Dragon Kick, right?
The Dragon Kick. What you doing with that?
A weird move in that, yeah, you could kind of ledge with it. You can like push somebody into a wall and maybe get a follow up. Maybe luckily get it like land a kick on somebody, lands next one of your allies to get a heavy on him. But it's still, like in most situations, it was actually better for the defender to just get hit by the Dragon Kick or react to Kensei to Tiandi rather, doing a soft feint dodge or whatever. So we've done two things to really help remedy this, right? So Dragon Kick can now be feinted. So you can feint Dragon Kick and go for a guard break if you like.
Yes!
And it also now a dedicated follow-up.
Oh my gosh, yes! Thank you! Yes! Yes! Thank you! Thank you! Oh my lord! Yes!
Something instead of just taking it.
Yes!
No damage or very, very low damage.
Yes!
Try to get Dragon Kick to be a much more threatening move.
That is good! Thank you!
We now have
Thank you! That is what I wanted to see! The kick was always so useless. I was like, come on, there's gotta be a follow-up to that. But finally, there's a follow-up to it! Yes! Oh my gosh!
The problem that we started having is that because it's so slow, a lot of bashes could just miss. You would do that move, and then
I love the it is now a viable move in Tiandi's kit. One of their most famous moves was totally useless. Now it actually has meaning.
But to do that, we also remove the extended dodge properties because it's faster. Having extended dodge properties on that move is kind of crazy. You were able to like side dodge quite a bit. It was super strong. We've also lowered the side movement a little bit. It's still good, but it's a little bit less. But as Alex in front of me was graciously playing with me right now to show you the changes, showed you can still soft feint it right into a dodge. So and you can still feint the attack as well. So it's not like the move changed a little bit. You can still use it in a lot of situations, but it should now be actually useful at beating bashes. And like we've seen, you can do like really crazy shenanigans where you do side dodge heavy, into a front dodge palm, into a lot of stuff. So again, this really opens up Tiandi quite a bit to do a lot of crazy, interesting shenanigans there, and go there.
Very nice.
Things we're going to look at are quality of life changes on Tiandi. So first up is finishers on when you're out of lock are now side attacks. They used to be top, so you can do heavy there.
Okay.
So that should help Tiandi get a much better minion clear without having to resort to having like dodge cancels or sort of stuff. You can now go and just mash heavies on the side and be able to get better lane clearing abilities. We've also improved the trajectories for the side heavy finishers. It's kind of hard to show right now, but they're way better at catching external opponents. Again, they match the weapon better as well, so it's a big improvement there for Tiandi. And we've also removed all the stamina damage and stamina pauses on all of his bashes, so on Palm, on Dragon Kick.
Okay, so they took away his ability to remove stamina. I think, yeah, that's fair.
It didn't really do anything.
That's fair. I don't mind that too much.
A lot of like small changes for quality of life, and then the other changes which don't seem like much, but really help the character feel a lot like have a much better flow, better offense, better defense. So hopefully the character can be much stronger in the future. So now we're going to look at counter guard break changes.
Counter guard break.
So now we're going to look at counter guard break changes finally. So we've done a small change where whenever you counter guard break, you now have frame advantage for 1 frame, right? And we also push opponents a little bit less far. So I'm going to guard break Alex here. You can counter guard break, right? So we're pushed a little bit less far, but also the person that did the counter guard break has frame advantage for 1 frame. That might not seem like a big change, but what it does do is that, let's say I'm going to guard break Alex, he's going to counter guard break, and then I'm going to mash guard break, and he's going to throw a heavy, and let's see what happens.
Oh!
So you saw that I did a guard break.
Okay, I see what that did. All right. Okay, so what this basically does is, you know how people like to go guard break, they just guard break over and over? Now they can't do that because once they cancel a guard break, they have 1 iframe of advantage. So if you try to go in for a second guard break, their next attack will land. So basically they're punishing you for trying to just spam guard breaks over and over again. I'm fine with that, actually. I'm okay with that.
Anything else, it'll catch heavies, it'll catch dodges, it'll catch absolutely everything. And so it makes it that you end up becoming very predictable. And guard break...
I think that's a good idea, genuinely, because I fought so many Warlords and Shugokis who just guard break over and over again. This will ensure you can't get away with that anymore. You actually have to think of something outside of just a guard break spam over and over.
And so it doesn't make sure that you're always going to throw a light, that then you know it's a light, so you can always parry it, and you get into that route where, especially at a high level, guard breaks were becoming a problem, and people would just like mash guard break all the time, and the only thing you could really do is either light or guard break, and it didn't quite work. So with this change, you can really land heavies afterwards. You can do a lot of different things. And the other thing you can do is that you can do, we'll show it with Alex right now. If I throw a guard break and he counter guard breaks, I'm going to try to back roll. And you'll see that he can match guard break to actually catch my back roll. So let's
What? Okay, show me.
See,
oh!
Here, and his guard break caught me. So it means that it's much harder to also to defend yourself with a dodge, with different options, after your opponent counters your guard break. We did this so we want to have guard breaks still be useful in the game, right? They're still very good. They still guarantee heavies. None of that changed. But we want it to be that there is a little bit of risk associated to it. And the person
I think that's fair. So what that basically does is, okay, so let's say that you're going up and you want to guard break someone, and you fail at the guard break, so you decide, all right, I'm going to get some distance. They're going to say, no, you don't get that distance. I'm going to guard break you right back. So the idea is there's a risk factor involved. If you just throw guard breaks over and over again, you'll get punished. If you try to guard break and then escape to get your stamina back, you'll get punished. So it's like, you've thrown your guard break. Now you better have a plan for what you do in case it fails. That actually requires more thought. I'm okay with that. That brings some enrichment to the game. As Slanderer said in one of his videos, having to think out a strategy makes the game more interesting. And that's true. Thinking, instead of doing guard break, you've got to think out your next move. I am okay with this. I think that's a good change. I actually like that. I hope that they go through with that.
I just want to say, again, I mentioned it in the video, but I want to reiterate a big thank you to Alex. Unfortunately, we had some technical issues. He couldn't be with me on video and with audio when we were recording, but he was still in front of me fighting, and we were like talking to each other at the same time. So that was all good. So thanks very much, Alex, and I look forward to getting everybody's feedback.
Oh yes, definitely. Feedback's going to be a huge thing, part of the testing grounds, as it always is. We are going to be putting together a survey for the testing grounds, so once it's up, you see it on the Reddit. Definitely be sure to get your thoughts in throughout the testing grounds, not just in the beginning. We want to obviously see how your feedback progresses and stuff like that. So JC, Alex, thank you so much for going over the testing grounds. Super excited for everyone to try it.
Yeah, I'm actually excited. This actually looks really good, guys.
You sitting in that chair or in the car or doing whatever. Don't go anywhere, because up next we'll be back with Brian and two very special guests for a competitive update. So we'll see you.
All right, we'll see what's next. I'm competitive update. Well, I don't really know much about the competitive side of For Honor, so I'll trust their judgment on this one. I don't know much about that stuff. But so far, yeah, the patch notes and the testing grounds, I have very little to complain about. I think a lot of it looks good. I think a lot of it is fair. I'm cool with it. I'm very cool with it.
Salutations, everyone. Welcome to Into the Fray for the year 2022. We're back 2 years in the making.
Nice flip, kills one, gets the other one low, and gank.
2 down for Wutan, flash break!
Beautiful deep leg.
This could be it!
Oh, what a gank!
Let's go!
Oh my god!
Clean as a whistle!
Lone Raider in B.
Yo!
The drop attack!
Yes,
I was like, there's no way that's gonna reach.
Wow, that was a lot of range.
Afford to make as we play games. They wasted so much time.
Ooh! Comes out of the full block just in time to grab the light parry. Jundliner breaking break and run as quick as they can.
Range almost perfect.
Discipline there from Shiggy Bees.
Oh, what a deflect!
Recovery, let's go!
Wow, Rochi outsmarting the pirate?
Oh no.
Ah!
Oh no.
However, finisher heavies for Nusha are incredibly rare to hit. Although I say that, you get one immediately! Noir wants to go for the setup, he gets it!
Ooh, weak. If it's a reverse scoreboard, he's doing really well right here.
Oh, yep. Oh, good power surprise, send him down. No,
I thought for sure Flat Rose Legion threatening a one. No! He blew himself up!
Minions then blow someone up.
Oh,
ow.
No. Going to Suplex City.
Setmix does have it unlocked, and I believe that was already used a while ago. That's a catapult! What the? This is it! They just need to kill Vision!
They've got it! They somehow managed to clutch it out in the end and to win the first place of Into the Fray. What an incredible end to our tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Auto Hockey are your victors here today.
America's #1, baby. It's #1.
Welcome back.
Oh, God!
If you enjoyed that
Filthy Spaniard, why do you look like someone took like an anime girl and glued a Viking's face onto it and then put Harry Potter's glasses on that face? That should not be legal. And then why did Ben Shapiro's younger brother show up in the bottom screen?
Show you all. Thanks for showing up and joining us.
Well, thank you very much for having us.
So I guess right out of the gate, since we're going to be talking about End of the Fray, why don't we give
Verona doesn't care about your deflex, guys, okay?
What we do in Into the Fray, what the game mode is.
Yep, so we have just finished the Into the Fray 2022 tournament series. Last month, we had it every weekend for a month.
Yeah, your voice doesn't go with that face.
Dominion tournament on all platforms, with split into two groups, a amateur group and a pro group. So we had 3 tournaments in 2 parts each for the amateurs. So amateur PC 1 and 2, 2 on Xbox, 2 on PlayStation, and then we also had a final pro tournament, which is a round robin for PC pros.
So 3 tournaments, 1 for each platform, right?
Yeah, more like 6
split into 2, or
1
yeah,
for each platform.
2
for each platform.
2 per platform.
We got a brony and an Arabian Ben Shapiro.
Yeah,
he does look kind of like a brony. Oh my god!
And we had like a great turnout, right? We had a bunch of casters there.
So the caster lineup, we got Norbaz, Marco, Normie, and Freeze, Jones, Spaniard, King Angelus. Oh, good! King Angelus is in this. That's good. I've always liked King Angelus. I really like his channel. Very underrated channel. If you haven't seen King Angelus' channel, go check it out. I don't know anything about Jones, Spaniard. Well, we've seen the Filthy Spaniard now. I don't know much about Cobra. Norbaz, I've seen him. He's good. Normie, I don't know anything about him. Freeze, you all know Freeze. And if you don't know Marco Yolo by now, how long have you been in the For Honor community?
Gotta love Freeze in there as a caster and an analyst. Everyone's favorite Bond villain. I think we had Normie was also an analyst, right?
Yeah, Normie did analyst for the pro tournament. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Nutella. I respect you as a creator, but
great job.
You do look like Ben Shapiro. You look like Ben Shapiro's younger brother.
Players. I think it was over 600 players entered the tournaments overall.
Okay, guys, the thing is, if you want to make For Honor alive again, okay, actually, guys, you can't even talk about how Into the Fray, okay, is going to be a much better aspect of the game. If you're not willing to incorporate some other people, like, get Raven Knight in there, okay? Factually, guys, Raven Knight is the best option for this, even though he's not a competitive player, okay? That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. It's not about what you feel. It's about the facts, guys, and the facts are this.
So give us a quick reminder of how Conquest works for those who maybe are just like, wait, what? The End of the Fray was the thing? What's Conquest?
Right, we want to take it away, Nutella.
Well, Conquest is a format which allows you to win only once with a set of heroes. So you can play 4 heroes, and then once you win that match, you can't play those 4 heroes.
You didn't have to roast them like that? I don't know, calling someone Ben Shapiro lookalike isn't necessarily a roast.
The point of it is to diversify your picks.
And besides, people roast me for how I look all the time.
The range of picks with 8 heroes instead of just 4. We saw people enjoying it more in our chats, and people actually enjoyed playing it more.
Yeah, there were loads of crazy characters we saw. Not crazy characters. We saw a lot more heroes than we normally would see in a tournament. I do recall some teams pulled out a Jormungandr.
Agreed to Mark. I don't care about your unblockables. I have facts and logic, guys. Okay.
Those ones, they were very confident.
My wife is a warmonger.
I thought we'd see more conks in there because you can't spell Conquest without conk. But I was really surprised with the diversity.
Just a wee bit. I'm going to go now. I don't like competitive. All right. Well, you can go if you like, but I'm going to talk a little bit after the wrap up, so you may want to come back in a few minutes.
What's the?
Oh, it's the results. Results. Well, we have that to show first.
So the results, we had 63 teams turning out for the PC tournament.
Okay, Pretty Amateur, New Home, OS, Toxic Waste, Monkey Gaming, Spam Legion, Court of Owls, Honor Pals. The only one that sounds awesome is the Court of Owls. That actually sounds like a really good name for a team. We are the Court of Owls. Ooh, they're the enemy of the Ravens. We are the Raven Legion.
39 teams show up, with Silver Guiling staking it and going to our Pro League. Astro coming up close.
That was a terrifyingly perfect impression. Actually, if you want to hear a really good Ben Shapiro impression, go look up Freedom Tunes. He does a scary good Ben Shapiro impression.
Yeah. Then we have our exit tournament with 36 teams. We had the Smooth Brains, who are a widely renowned team. And
the fact of the matter is, guys, that Warmonger is, factually, a Warmommy.
Clan Wu-Tang, Ashes number 2, and insert name here, which wasn't confusing for us at all.
Yeah, but it was nice thing about this one is it showed that you didn't require any teamwork or any skill to place in.
Raven, I'm sorry, I saw your Q and a face reveal, and you are 100% prettier than a lot of people I know. Oh, thank you. I like to think I'm pretty.
I thought you
got Smooth Brains, Clan Wu-Tan, Ashes in Degree 2, insert name here. Zero Requiem, Infinite Tempo, Wu-Tan Clan, insert name here, Holy Legion, Skill Issues, Unga Bunga, and Angels of Death. Ooh, a Warhammer name. We are the Angels of Death. We are the sons of Caliban.
Yeah, big congrats to them for training him.
Shout out to
James Price. I subscribe to Freedom Tunes. I like them too.
I think they had a Lawbringer.
My wife is a Conqueror, and that makes me, as Keeper of Law, a Lawbringer. It is the fact.
We enjoyed.
Whenever you do Adventure of your impression, you've got to add folks or okay or
GMs
guys.
like Fringe taking it. Casuals coming second, very closely though. Major Mind Games in third place, and Nurses in fourth.
I've never seen what you look like, Raven.
I've
done a few face reveals in previous streams, like as a reward. Like I think when I reached 20,000 subs, I did a face reveal where I did a Q&A. Tell you what, if we reach 26,000 subscribers before the end of the month, I'll do another face reveal. Guys, you hear that? If I reach 26,000 subscribers before the end of the month, I'll do another Q&A face reveal. I'll let y'all send in your questions and I'll answer them with my face revealed. How about that? That way you can all see just how ugly I am. All right. We've also got Auto Hotkey, Sussy Crewmates, Kung Fu Panda, Sheesh, Team Killing Service, Pretty Amateur, No Worries, Silver Jellings, and Guard Break for Tier 2.
Kung Fu Panda, Sheesh.
I did it first.
Very strong team, but they
Raven, just some lore. The Court of Owls is an enemy group. Yeah, I know who the Court of Owls is in back. Damn, guess I gotta create bots.
And then Pretty Amateur, our previous
nice Space Marine impression for the Emperor. Sorry, couldn't resist. You also want to speak a minimum of 600 words per second.
Every single team they've replaced.
Yeah, essentially, Benjamin does do that a lot. Doesn't he?
They gave every team a run for their money.
Hey Raven, what do you make Raven Lord Nemesis, Owl Lord, maybe Native American? I don't know. I need to think more about the
Silver Garlings, which was our second amateur team, who did do decently well, but
face reveal. Hold on, I gotta get my friends to sub too. Yeah, you can go do that. Go get your friends to sub. Go get your parents to sub. Go get your dog to sub. I know some dogs that have YouTube accounts for some weird reason.
We did for the pro one was a slightly different format than our normal one. It was actually a round robin rather than an elimination type bracket. So we have, I think, to show the standings.
I wonder if they realize how few people care.
And as you can see, at the end of the first day,
I mean, I'm not saying that it isn't interesting, and I want to support Into the Fray. I want to support the competitive community in For Honor. Because if you remember, around Season 3, not Season 3, Year 3, around Year 3, people were saying that For Honor was impossible to be competitive. Like, it's impossible to be competitive in For Honor, because it's not a game that can be competitive, and that's why a lot of people hated it. So I want them to change that. I want that outlook to change. So I'm glad that they're having a competitive community. I'm glad that they're having fun with it. But I think that this should be done in a different stream altogether, just because I think a lot of the casual community doesn't care about the End of the Fray. Which, granted, I'd rather more people were invested than anything, so I guess this isn't a bad thing. Poor Silver Jellings, they've lost more than they've won.
I mean, that was a lot to go through.
More to the point.
If you're not interested in competitive,
Raven Knight, do you watch Freedom Tunes? Yes, I do.
Into the Fray was kind of meant for.
I don't care about the competitively, so I'm a peace out. Love you, Raven. Okay, I know that a lot of y'all don't care for this. I've already lost about 50 people watching because of this. I ask that y'all stay tuned a little while longer because I will be going over some final thoughts when we do the wrap up.
Which was $10,000 of $1,000 for each amateur tournament and $4,000 for the pro tournament. We also had steel prizes for some of the...
LB, I literally just subbed. Love your videos on the lore, man. Thank you, LB. I appreciate that.
Going to be awarded this Might of the
if you play in the End of the Fray, you get these lovely looks.
And cool mood effect.
Those are kind of
Unfortunately, we
cool.
don't have the rotating Black Prior in this slideshow, as we did on the stream, but he was a crowd favourite for certain. This outfit will be given to all the players in, I think, the mid-season patch for this season. So it's not ready just yet, but it's coming out soon. And we will be sending the code
We still need to see armor variation. Sorry, Labaj, that's not coming until the second half of the season. You got to wait until October, buddy. They'll be doing that in
I've
October.
already used that color palette, and the effect is really nice. And yeah, it's just I was.
I
like,
still have
this
about
is
246
awesome.
people
We don't
watching.
have
Actually, just dropped to
terrible
241.
black,
So
tan and yellow.
we were at 310 for a little while there.
Well, with Medjay. Yeah.
So the fashion expands.
Yeah, you have to compete to get the best fashion. That's
So what? I guess like, what's the future? We want people to give feedback. Like, where did they go? Where did they give us the
well,
feedback?
we have not got another tournament
Okay,
yet to
so
announce
Filthy
the Fray,
Spaniard's
but we are
background
planning-
keeps fading
always
on
planning things, always
the
thinking
lower
about stuff,
left-hand side, and I'm
we
seeing
are
a
doing
rainbow.
surveys. It might
That's
already be out
unnerving,
by
given your
this time.
hair. I'm
To
scared to
get
know
your
what's
feedback,
behind your
find
head,
out what
sir.
you
I'm
want,
scared to
what
know
you
what's
enjoyed about
behind
the
you.
tournaments, what you would like to see
I don't
want
want to know.
What more we can do in future to improve.
I really
them.
don't want to know. Ben Shapiro,
Yeah,
tell him.
we come along to the Discord dojo in particular. We will be.
Hey
doing
Raven,
some
ever played Warframe? No, I
feedback
have not.
sessions there.
Hey Raven, do you
there's
watch
lots of
Freedom 2's
exciting things in the
Debunker
future
series?
coming
Yes, I've seen
soon,
their
TM.
Debunker series.
And just as an additional shout out,
I think
to
you
the
peaked at
dojo,
340
the
a
dojo's
while
gonna be
ago.
central to a
Yes,
lot
I
of
believe
things
you might be right,
this year,
which
'cause,
just goes to
we've
show I've
got
lost
Into the
about
Fray,
100
we've got
viewers.
Pro-Ams coming up, which we'll have more info on soon. TM.
Sorry.
And so make sure you get involved with the dojo, jump in there, improve on your skill set, find people to match up
So
with,
guys, I know that y'all
practice
probably
against,
want to
and
leave
provide
now that they're
feedback
kind of
to each
wrapping
other,
up.
get updates
Please
on
stay a little while
future
longer. I have a
Into
few things I
Fray,
want to say in the
Pro-Ams,
end. And I want to make a quick announcement, and then we'll go. Okay, so please don't leave just yet. Stick around a little longer. I beg you. There's a
Join the
few
dojo.
things I
Just
want
do
to
it.
say
It's
before
free.
we
It's free
end
real
the
estate.
stream. Okay,
It's free.
Just
and
stay
there's
a
some
little
great
while
people
longer. I
there.
have some
Lots of
things I need to
shout-outs
say.
Boy Rippy and Jones, who
They
did
have
some
to
coaching
do with
sessions and
this,
watch
and they
parties
also
for
have to do with the channel.
means for
So
Into
just a
Fray.
few things I want to say. So
help
please,
teams
please, please,
improve
especially
on
if you're new. If you're new to my channel, I ask that you stay a little while longer so that you can hear what I have to say. All right? Because it is important.
Well, thank you so much.
Please
for
wrap
joining
this
me
up.
on
Get that
the Warriors
abomination
today.
off of my
You too.
screen,
It's
and
always
Ben
fun
Shapiro,
to
go off
see
and
interact and talk with you guys.
fight the
We got a lot of
libtards.
fun
You know,
during
do
the
your
live
thing, Ben Shapiro.
down. So great to see you guys again. Thank you so much for
Thank you so much for having us back. It's an absolute.
All right, and we will be right back with a wrap up. Let's do it.
All right, we're going into the wrap up. Let's wrap all this up. I guess they're gonna announce something new. I don't know, but here comes the wrap up, and then after the wrap up, I'll share my thoughts. Okay? Let's end this. Drink the last of my water.
What a show, everybody! Oh, I'm so pumped. Thank you, everyone, for.
Yeah, I'm pumped too,
through
Brian.
the whole
I'm pumped too,
show.
Brian.
I hope y'all are as pumped and as ready for year 6, season 3.
Dude, I am. I am
as
so
we
excited
are.
for this.
So much
The
happening this season.
So much.
I'm
many
so
heroes
excited.
I
This is
love.
gonna be amazing.
I'll mention that in a minute. But the Demon Dagger starting on September 15th. And then I think after we've got an event. We've got Yokai Nightmare, which is going to be live starting the season launch for 3 weeks. We've got a battle pass. We've got new testing grounds starting on season launch. And
Snoot Goose, you are a bit late. Go back and rewatch the stream, but you might not have to. I'm going to be talking a little bit about my thoughts. I'm going to share my full thoughts.
A bunch of changes to a whole slew of heroes are going to be live on season launch as well. We got crossplay news today. We got updates on what's going in to TU1 to lay the groundwork for crossplay, as well as full crossplay. Invite your friends, get spoopy with them October 20th, Phase 2, TU2. I'm super excited for that. So,
I'm so excited, guys.
Like on October 20th, I'm just gonna.
This is gonna be awesome.
We're gonna put on all the monster masks. The Monster Squad is getting back together. But that's not all. I believe we got we got a Hero Fest, right, Josh?
Yeah, we actually.
Yeah, the Shaman's Hero Fest. What an execution, by the way, guys. That's such a good execution.
On September 15th, that's for Shaman. If you aren't able to buy Shaman at the moment and you want to try the hero out for free, the Hero Fest is perfectly for that. And if you decide to like biting necks, you like the fleshy bits of other warriors, you can get the hero for 30% off, and you can log in and get 2 free symbols. And also, along with the Hero Fest, which is I love these, we have.
Did he just call her nibbles, or did he say symbols? I think he said symbols. Okay, I thought you just called her nibbles, and I was gonna say I want some residuals for that,
hungry
Josh.
for some flesh, 7K steel can get you that.
Today I learned that Shaman is like British, like proper British.
Yeah, like I don't know like which particular British accent that I can like envision for Shaman, but it's
Shaman is not
right
British,
there underneath the
Brian. If
surface.
you watch my video, my Heroes in History video,
In
you'll know that
addition
she's
to
a
Shaman, we
pick.
got some
Okay,
stuff coming
please
from
get your
Pirate.
information right. If you
if
want
you
to know more
go
about the
live,
history of
Dan,
these characters,
mentioned,
I'm your
there
man.
will be 2
Raven
more
Knight's
armor
your
sets,
boy. All right, shout
coming.
out to me.
So we've
Okay,
got
I know I don't
last
want to be
using
selfish here, but
variations. We've got
all right.
Prowler,
Oh, and a
and
pirate.
we've got the
Whoa!
alternate right here. You can
Pirate.
see some
What
Prowler
is
sets,
this?
and here is the Prowler alternate. And those
Wow! Okay.
And then Josh,
I like it.
We have some weekly content, some content
I like that.
of the week.
Some limited time content of the week. Let's go ahead and get into it. We have an illustrious. Oh, she's so nice and pretty. Oh wait, no, she's a demon. Wow.
Some Nusha love.
20k steel.
That
for
looks
demon friendly
cartoony.
Illustrious outfit. These will be available from September 15th to.
That
October
looks like an
6th.
anime
And
thing.
also
Oh wait, what's
along with
this?
The power of the dagger execution that Orochi is showcasing here for us. Getting nice.
Whoa!
That gut.
Whoa!
All those innards.
All them souls.
All
That
the
one's
souls
10k.
That was kind of cool.
10K
What, did she purge the yokai?
Soul stealing glory.
It's a very nicely made knife. Very efficient at its show.
And then I believe we have some content of the week that's not time limited.
Yes, we actually have one here called the Serene Homestead. It's available for 2k steel. We have our resident boy showing it off.
$4.99 from Kakazu Hispano. Great. Now I can actually play with my friends.
Really
Yep,
like
that's
that
the truth.
But I'm gonna be picking that up.
Hey Raven, any Discord servers? Yes, I'm going to talk about that at the end.
But also, as if you needed another reason to play the Testing Grounds, we have a Testing Grounds challenge going on. Be the faction with the most Dominion matches played and in the Testing Grounds, and you will receive cool things. Like I said, as if you needed another reason to play the Testing Grounds. Like we're just giving you so much to play on the TG. Very, very nice. Very excited about that. We also have a arcade quest. We have the Rights of the Jormungandr. This is available for weekly Fire owners only, and will be available until September 22nd.
Rights of the Jormungandr.
Lastly, we have the friend referral. If you got friends and you want them to play For Honor, definitely
The referral program. Actually, I like the referral program. I like that. I like that a lot.
Friend referral, and
I've been trying to refer people.
Rewards, and you can
trying to get
see
people to play For Honor.
Here, with how many friends that you kind of invite. So
Symbol on the knife execution is death. Yeah, I noticed that.
Still
Shin.
going on.
It was
Brian,
Shin.
What else do we have?
I mean, that you pretty much summed it up, man. What a show! What a show! There's so much in here. If you're just joining us late, make sure and go back and watch the VOD because we've got so much stuff coming. We got content coming. We got crossplay. Phase 2 coming.
I like that. I wish I had arcade, but also I don't want to play it.
Like a whole list of heroes. So definitely make sure and check all of that out. And just as a reminder, Year 6 Season 3 starting next week, the 15th. And then don't forget to follow us on all of the social medias, including the Ubisoft TikTok, where you can see more videos like our favorite quirked up white boy, the man of the law himself. Yeah. So follow us on Twitter, Instagram at For Honor Game and For Honor Game _US respectively for all the memes and dreams. And follow us right here on Twitch too. Can't forget the Twitch.
Can't forget Twitch.
And I think that's it, right, Josh?
We did it.
Year 6,
we did it.
3, man. Like
yeah,
we did it.
We did it.
No, I'm legit so excited for everything going on. The only thing I'm not excited for is I can't talk about yet, but that's just because I have irrational fears of things. But thank you so much.
Wow, that was a dead giveaway. That was a dead giveaway, dude.
We'll see you again. We'll see you again on the next one. But until then, take care.
All right, they have wrapped everything up. What a stream. Okay, let me pull out this stuff. Hold on, my computer needs a minute to wake up. I left it alone for too long, so now it's angry at me. I'm sorry, Pooter. Give it a second, it'll catch up with itself. Come on. All right, I think that's about it. Awesome. Okay, so let's head back over here and we'll talk about what we just saw. Wake up, Pooter! Wake up! Give it a second, guys. My computer's thinking. It's a slow thinker. And before you ask if I have an old computer, actually, no. I got this less than a year ago, and it's a gaming computer. It has no excuse. Anyway, all right, so... Oh, what's this? Oh, go away. I don't need your advice. Anyway, so, as I was saying, so a couple things that I want to say before y'all go. I know that a lot of y'all want to head out now because you've seen everything, but please stay with me just a little bit longer. I have a few things to say. So first of all, I absolutely loved what we saw here. I thought that all of what we saw was great. I love the new theme, the new music, the new look. I love the inspiration they got for it. I'll admit the Kappa heads coming out of the water looks a little cheesy, but you know what? Other than that, everything looks really good there. The trailer got me hyped, and now everything else has got me hyped. The announcement about the cross-platform is fantastic. I'm so glad they're doing that. It means that I can probably play with other people and actually expand my player list and actually get to enjoy time with other content creators and the like, so that'll be a lot of fun. I like the changes that they're bringing to Valkyrie and Tiandi overall. I think that those are good changes, especially with Tiandi. I think that those are going to be very useful. Can't wait to try them out in testing grounds. And I also like the guard break changes that they're making. I think that those are going to be good ideas. I'm very interested to see how those are implemented, to see what's good or bad about it. So I will be doing that sometime in the future. And I also am liking the live changes that they're going to release, the small slice of life stuff. I like those. Those I think are going to be really good. I was okay with all of it. Everything seems to be good. I still want a Nusha update, but you know what? For what we got, I still like a lot of what we got there. As for what's coming in later season, like in the October territory, so that y'all know, there is no new hero this season, but we are getting a new hero skin. I don't know for who yet. We're getting a Halloween event. We're getting a second round of testing grounds. We're getting some armor updates. We're getting some armor changes, so that'll be cool. So overall, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I think the only thing I wasn't as big a fan of was that kind of anime-looking illustrious outfit. I wasn't as big a fan of that one that they showed near the end, but you know what? Tit for tat. All right, so now for the big announcements. Okay, so first of all, for those of you who were busy at home or came in halfway through, or people who have to leave, or people who want to get a condensed version of this live stream, sometime today I will be releasing a summarized version of what was on here and my thoughts on it. I do this after every single Warriors Den live stream. I always release kind of a short summarized version and my thoughts so that y'all will be able to see that, so you'll get to hear all my thoughts on it. Also, as I said in the stream, if we can reach 26,000 subscribers for the channel before the end of September, I will do a Q&A live stream with my face revealed. So please, let's get to that point. Also, just so that y'all know, Lark, like I said, he's not here, but he is in the middle of working on his next Lark's Lamentation and working on the next Assassin's Creed graded video. He's still playing through Syndicate. It's taking us a while to get through that. I apologize for the time it is taking. And now for the other big question that I've been asked, when will I get to the next For Honor related videos, like For Honor Legends, For Honor and Glory, and For Honor Executions Graded? I was going to do the Warmonger Executions Graded video next, but now that they've announced that a new Warmonger Hero Fest is on its way, I'm going to wait to do that. I'll probably go to another hero first and then come back to Warmonger so that I can give her the time to get her execution out. So bear with me, guys. I promise I'll get to it. Secondly, the For Honor and Glory chapter is being finished. I have been working on that very hard. It is coming close to being finished. I will release that hopefully very soon. So look forward to that. And then the next For Honor Legends, that is coming out soon as well. It just takes me time to write these, and I've also got other projects that I'm working on, so it does take time. But overall, here's the thing. I want to end with this. I want to end with this point. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I love this game. There is no other game out there like it. Like, genuinely, when he was showing the testing ground stuff, I was so distracted by watching Tiandi. Even though the female Tiandi's stance was on the same side, her body kept moving and adjusting, changing her stance up. Valkyrie was doing the same thing. It amazes me the attention to detail that they can bring to this game. It amazes when they really hit it out of the park. They hit it out of the park. It is amazing stuff that I've seen in this game. I love this game. It makes me very sad to see that so many people in the community are so quick to hate on this game. It makes me sad to see that happen because I believe that this game can do phenomenal things when we allow it to be what it is and stop demanding that it be what we want it to be. The devs have proven that they can give us things that we ask for if we support them. But if all we do is rag and hate on the game, then it is going to die, and I don't want to see it die yet. I want to see what all it can give us. I'm excited to hear that cross-platform is moving to the final stage. I'm so excited that they have more plans for it and are going to be tweaking out the bugs with it. There's so much that I'm excited for in terms of what's coming. This season looks very promising. And on Friday of this week, I will be doing a For Honor Friday where we talk about the testing grounds, where we talk about the updates, where we talk about the season itself. I am very, 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 very excited about what's coming. I hope that you guys are excited as well. This promises to be a very enjoyable season. Now, with all that out of the way, I've said my piece. I've said all that I need to say. I will be releasing a video later today going over and summarizing all the stuff that we heard in the stream and my thoughts on it. So if you couldn't stick it out to the end of the video, you're probably not going to hear this, but I will be releasing that short video so everyone can kind of hear my thoughts. And if those of you out there were watching other people's streams like Slanderous or other people like that and they were super negative, at least you can come here and know that I'm super excited about what's coming. I hate that the player base is so divisive. I really, really do. I really want to see this game flourish. I know that a lot of you guys want that too. All right. So, with all that out of the way, I need to go so that I can eat some lunch, and then I'm going to come back and get to work on the summarized video. Really excited to get that out there. Thank you guys so much for watching me. I could not do this without you guys. I could not make these videos without you guys and your support. You guys are the reason I'm doing this. You're the reason the Raven Knight even has an existence. This has been a phenomenal ride. I can't wait to... Oh, Slander actually liked it? Good. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad for that. All right. Thank you guys so much. All of you new players, all of you new folks out there who are new to my channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And for everybody else, I will see you in my next video. Take care.